Hello, everybody, and welcome to Session 1 of Dungeon World. Last week we had our Session 0, where we made our characters end the world. As you can see, we now have a lovely map that Venom has made for us. Pretty much verbatim depicting roughly what the map looked like, which is saying a lot, considering what we drew looked like garbage. I mean, clearly it was a work of art.
It really, yeah, it's nothing. Whatever I did is nothing.
Oh god, Venom. Oh god.
Oh.
You are having some staticky Pac-Man sounding issues there.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh.
I was worried those were my headphones.
Oh. No. Oh god.
Is that coming from me?
Yeah, it might be,
is
actually.
Pie.
It is Pie.
Oh boy.
It isn't me.
No, I thought it was you.
I thought it was me too.
Pie, that sounds like electrical feedback you are getting there. Are you getting electrocuted right now?
Oh.
Say something.
Uh-oh. Dang.
Okay. Nope. It stopped when you hit right in your face. And then
I can turn off the mic and just use my computer mic.
Probably. We are having technical difficulties, folks. I
Oh, I
apologize.
turned off the sound when I scrolled that, didn't I?
Oh my god. Yeah, Pie, you're gonna need to get a new headset or something there, damn. Do you want to die? Because that's how you die, is having a faulty headset.
I know, right? It's like this free headset isn't doing me any favors.
Do you have a fan blowing on you or something?
Maybe that's it. Ugh.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, it sounds like that, like, old school, like, Galaga, like...
I was about to say Galaga.
When the ships blow up.
That's definitely where they got it from.
Amazing.
Oh, it really does sound exactly like when you blow up a ship in Galaga.
I don't think that fixed it.
No.
Nope. And your camera froze. Oh, that's back.
Oh.
It was working fine until we went live. God damn it.
I know, guys. Sorry.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, while that's happening, I'm just going to go around and introduce everyone, and then we'll try to get started. So, joining us again and our being our lovely GM, we have Venom.
Hey guys, yeah, Venomous Cat, and I'm excited. Yeah, we're gonna play some Dungeon World. We're gonna actually start it. We built the world, and now get to play in it. So
I'm going to burn everything to the ground.
everything is made out of wood. So
Perfect.
you're set.
Flamewalker will have a field day with that then. And then I'm going to skip Pie so Pie can fix things. We have Undead.
Hello, hello. I'm playing Liam.
O'Brien.
No. Bartholomew.
Lame.
I can't do the feel like Liam O'Brien.
Fair. And Pie. Did you fix things, Pie?
Okay, am I coming through?
We can hear you.
Okay, I turned it off from the headphones because they're still crackling. So I'll just have to use my normal microphone because this is just our tech curse stream.
That's fine.
At least
So,
the truck didn't take out my cable this time.
That's true.
This stream is cursed.
No, don't
It
say
is.
that. Stop it.
Okay, well,
All right, so hi, Pie.
hi, I'm Pi. I am playing Nettie, the Selkie Human Ranger. Are we saying anything else? Or
You have a pelican,
yes, I do have a pelican named Meve.
which apparently means seagull.
I think I could be wrong, but
It's a pelican named Seagull. That bird is going to have an identity crisis. As for myself, I am playing Flamewalker, a salamander immolator. In my mind, salamander people are like the lower body snake type people sort of thing, so that's what he looks like. Because that's what salamanders are, because I made it so.
Yep.
All right, so with all of that being said and done, I am going to pass everything over to Venom.
All right, cool. All right, so the first thing we need to do is for Liam is we need to let's shore up that quest because there are a couple of things that like the boons and stuff like that that we need to make sure that we get all figured out.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So you have a couple of options. Obviously, you have those 3 options. I will accept either of those. Fill in the blank. Or you could come up with your own mission, something like that. I don't know if you've been thinking about something that you want to do specifically for your quest.
I think the kind of easy one to go with is Mark of Divine Authority.
Mm-hmm. So what does that look like then? What is your Mark of Divine Authority?
I'm going to say he has a tattoo on his back of a wheel, the Wheel of Fortune.
Right.
And, and when he kind of invokes it, it glows through his armor.
Sweet. All right, cool. And then what's your other, well, I guess it's up to 2 boons, so you can do another one or you can just kind of stick to that one.
I think for starting, I'll just do 1.
All right, cool. And then I get to pick a vow for you. So let's see. We have honor, temperance, piety, valor, truth, or hospitality. I think we'll do and you're good. So let's do temperance. So you are forbidden so no gluttony in food, drink, or pleasure of the flesh. So you're just above those things, basically.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Literally.
And then did we actually get I'm not sure if I got exactly what your quest was. It was discover the truth of something, right? Or is it
what is how do I word this? Discover the truth of why fate/luck are unbalanced.
Right. Okay. I did write that down. Cool. Awesome. I should probably read that more clearly. All right. Awesome. Okay. So, if you look on the map, there's like a little campfire symbol that I put on there, and kind of that's where I imagined us starting, where we kind of put the X on the map in the original drawing. So we're kind of, a little bit downriver and, just coming off of a lightly, lightly forested area, coming off of the mountains and everything. So I also have, I don't think we actually came up with a name for the place. I think we just kind of had something like a placeholder. So I came up with a name. So it's going to be, so it's called New Nilemma. I'll put that in the little Roll20 space that we can all see it. So
yeah, there were a few other places that had. Oh, I thought you meant on the map. I'm gonna put that shit on the map.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I can't.
But yeah, so so New Nilemma, and it's just kind of like this, smaller river port town. I imagine that their major export is, fishing and stuff like that. They kind of cater to people. It's almost like a rest stop practically, I feel like, and it's people coming up and down the river and stuff like that. So I have a couple of questions for you guys, and I think we'll kind of go around and kind of figure this out. So undead, or I should actually let's make sure we call each other by our characters. I should probably lead by example. So Liam, so what exactly brought you and the rest of the party to New Nilemma?
Liam would have been I should have really wrote down the names of all these places. What did we call? It was Knighthood, the town with the statue.
Night
Dustfall. Night Hill? Yeah.
Night Hill. There we go. So I had come from Night Hill, and so we're traveling probably up the river to actually down the river. Sorry, to the main city. I'm forgetting all the names now.
That's okay. I have
The one with the tower, right next
the
to it.
tower. That
The one with the red.
was, yeah. That is Dewlight. Yeah. So the plan was just to go downriver to eventually get down to Dewlight then.
Correct.
All right, cool. So let's see. So Nettie, what reason do you have to love or hate the Lord Mayor of New Nylema?
I think I hate him because he is not good at sustainable fishing,
Mm,
and like the waters around the town are not well taken care of.
cool. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
does he
Flame
have a
Walker.
name?
He does have a name. I should probably get that name. Let me get my handy dandy name roller upper.
Your handy dandy notebook.
Yeah, my handy dandy notebook.
Notebook.
God damn it.
So let's do that. Boo boo boo. So
No,
his,
stop
his
it.
name's his name's Randolph.
Oh god, sounds like an asshole.
Yeah, he's a total jerk. He's a Lord Mayor, so yeah, Randolph. Okay, so Flamewalker.
Hey.
So what tempting reward has Randolph promised you in exchange for finding his daughter?
Hmm. He's promised a relic of fire.
Hmm,
Something tied to the domain of fire, which is why it was of interest to Flamewalker.
interesting. Did he give you any more information about, like, you just like, you heard fire and you're just like, I'm all in.
Yeah. Flamewalker was like, that sounds like something that would be up my alley. Consider
Cool.
it done.
Yeah.
A sacrifice to the fire, if you would.
Mhm. Fire for fire.
Fire for the fire god.
All right. So Nettie, why does Randolph think that she's in the sewer of all places?
I think because they were able to follow, like, not very well, but some sort of like trail. And then he's, of course, brought all of his men out to search the entire like city, and they haven't been able to find anything. So it's kind of just this assumption that if they went anywhere, they had to have gone underground. Otherwise, they would have found him.
Right. All right. So Liam, what have you heard about the madman that they say lives down there? What have you heard?
He's very good at escaping. He seems to have a bit extra luck, shall we say.
Sure.
That's why I'm interested in it.
It's extra lucky. And this is kind of for everyone, so feel free to kind of talk about it together. So you've also heard talk about a thing called the Muck Monster. So, like, what about that? Like, what have you heard?
I immediately imagine something with 6 legs.
Some say it was once a nymph before they overfished the river.
Mm.
And then it moved into the sewers. Ah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nettie, Nettie, for being a magical creature, is not very believing in other magical creatures because she doesn't believe in the Kraken, and she thinks this is probably just some like animal that got stuck in the sewers that can't get out.
Yeah. It's like tales of alligators and sewers in New York City, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
They're not in New York City, but apparently they're in LA.
Yeah. that's like a thing. It's like an actual thing. I mean, people flush enough stuff down toilets, so who knows what's down there.
Goldfish.
Goldfish, yeah, just
Lots of goldfish.
millions of goldfish. All right, so we kind of you've landed in New Ilema, you know, just kind of planning on passing through, but the Lord Randolph approached you, especially Flamewalker, seeing as you're quite distinctful. You know, they know that there's the whole community up the river, but many people haven't seen people of your type. You know, haven't seen salamanders before.
I haven't uploaded a picture of what I think he looks like.
Yeah.
I put a picture on the character sheet.
Oh, awesome. Wait, I want to look at it. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, for the stream here. Here you go. It's kind of what I picture he looks like.
Obviously not like completely naked, but there's still some. Did we pick clothes, right? Like I think we did, right?
Yeah, he definitely has clothes on.
Yeah. All right, awesome. So you've landed in the town. He's kind of approached you as you've arrived and kind of in distress. And this is like the day after, so you know all the you know, we've kind of established this information. So what do you guys want to do? Now it's up to you.
So we know that they're most likely in the sewers. That's where that's where the clues are pointing, basically. Like Nettie said, like they've looked basically everywhere else, but if they haven't found her, you know, she's either in the sewers or she's, you know, somewhere super far away, which doesn't make sense to them. Perhaps we should find a way into the sewers then.
Let's see if I can get into my character voice. As much as I don't particularly want to go underground, I think that's the best bet. They've totally just ran over all the tracks that were left, so I'm not able to track the girl, but I think that's our best bet.
To the sewer! And Liam starts running and looking for a grate of some kind.
Lillian,
all right, yeah,
perhaps not one of the obvious out in the open sewers?
It would probably also be a good idea just to ask someone how to get down there.
That is probably a good idea. Let's do that. I start looking for the nearest person.
Yeah, so, you know, you just walk up to some random person outside, just, you know.
I suppose.
Yeah. So it's like someone who's like working one of like the stalls. Like they sell like trinkets and like random like food items to the, you know, people who pass through the town. You know, she sees the sight of the three of you. I assume you're all together at this point.
You there, potion seller?
You can't handle my potions.
Shit.
Liam drinks the potion.
Liam
My
dies.
potion would kill you, traveler.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
So Liam walks up and just asks, "Sir, where is the entrance to the sewer? We are here for the girl."
Kind of like gives you all three like a weird look, especially like kind of like eyeing Flamewalker through, like, you know, like side-eyeing him, like he's
He looks weird, but he's really okay.
Flamewalker bares his teeth in what is supposed to be like a smile, but is just very awkward.
Liam covers his face with a gauntleted hand, so as not to show him the sharp teeth.
Just rows of fangs.
It's like, no. He's like, yeah, I could, there's, I know that the channels of the river overflows usually flow out towards the edge of the city. I don't really go out there too often. I'd rather not go down to the sewers. It usually stinks.
Well, it sucks for us. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And he starts walking towards the river.
He just yells after you, wait, do you want to buy some food? And,
I
don't
think
believe
we
I
could use
have
some more
any-
trail rations.
I have lots of food. I pull out 10 things of trail ration.
just covered in food. Just looks dejected. Just.
And also, I'm pretty sure I do not have any money.
What about you, sir? And he just like points to the salamander, points to Flamewalker.
What kind of food do you sell?
He just kind of points to like his table. He's got like assorted, there's like some fruits and dried meats, stuff that would be good for a longer journey down the river, stuff like that.
Perhaps when we return. I have enough food for now.
All right.
And Flamewalker just starts slithering after Liam.
Slithers away.
Yeah, just slithers away. I'm gonna have fun with this.
Nettie's gonna beat the shopkeeper to the punch and just like pull out some fish jerky and take a bite and say, I'm good, and then follow after him.
All right. So you can kind of like there's like channels throughout like the streets of the town, and they kind of like because the river can overflow sometimes, so they kind of travel outwards towards the west, and they kind of converge upon like almost like just like this huge like drainage ditch that you'd find like on the side of the road. And it's like where all the excess water or from the from on the streets goes into, basically.
Does it look like we could easily get in, or
Yeah, is it very deep?
You aren't really sure. Like you can't. It looks like it sounds like because there's like there's some water like flowing down into it. It sounds relatively. I guess you can. It's hard to tell unless you like got right up next to it. You couldn't really like. It's obviously pitch black. Like
I turn my halberd around, grab it by the wheel end, and poke it down as far as I could go. Does it hit the bottom? I don't know technically how long it is. It has reach.
Yeah, so it's probably a good like 6-7 feet long. No, it doesn't reach the bottom, but as you get closer, you actually just notice that there's like a maintenance ladder like running down the side of it. So it should be relatively easy to climb down it if you wanted to.
Liam kind of look. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Nettie's gonna like give a sigh as she looks at her nice boots and then start heading down the ladder.
Liam says, "See, if you wet the handle, it's easier to hold on to." Like he wasn't just messing around and there wasn't a ladder right next to him. and he's drying off the handle.
Yeah.
And he starts down the ladder, I guess.
Flamewalker, how are you gonna get down? How are you gonna climb down a ladder? How does that work?
Upper body strength mostly.
Do we need to catch you or anything like that, Flamewalker?
I will catch you, little salamander man.
We can hold you.
You realize I'm bigger than the both of you combined, right?
You're a baby.
Nettie
Don't
just
talk that way.
flexes.
Liam also flexes. He thinks it's some sort of competition.
Flamewalker looks at his long tail and looks back at Liam like, bitch, what?
How big are you? I don't think we ever talked about how long.
So,
He's pocket-sized snake.
no.
A hobbit-sized
No,
salamander.
absolutely
Yeah.
not.
A little child friend.
Like,
just
I
remember
imagine-
Nettie established that, so now it's canon. So.
No. This is my character. I get to establish it. God damn it.
I wrote right next to your name, baby. Basketball special?
No, because of
So that-
age is why.
Yeah, I know.
Because I think I said what? I was like super young or
Six-
something.
Yeah, you're like 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A literal child.
Wow. Take that, teenagers. Your children.
They are children.
Also, don't your people live to like 150 or 200, didn't you say? So you
yeah,
are
You're living-
literally a child.
something like that. They mature quickly though.
You're like an 8-year-old to humans.
Yeah.
No, Flamewalker from like ground to like the top of his head is probably like maybe 8 feet tall. With like
Long, but you have to like keep a little bit on the ground, so you're a little shorter than that.
no. So like where like his air quotes feet would be, from there up is 8 feet tall, and then he's got like an extra like 5 feet worth of tail behind him.
Liam
You're
now doesn't believe your age and thinks you're really old.
For
Like
anybody
a-
that has played World of Warcraft, if you've seen what the Naga look like, I picture it like that. Except
basically-
red skin.
So basically, if you go down last, you're like your tail is just like hitting everyone else in the face as you go down.
My tail's just kind of slapping them all in the face as I'm climbing down. Yeah, he goes down. Actually, he probably goes down first, then like lowers his tail, grabs onto whatever rungs or whatever is available, and then kind of climbs down with his arms.
Like a gymnast.
He's smart. Probably while I was seeing how deep the water was, you were already climbing down the ladder.
Yeah. Just like, oh, duh. And then just.
I don't like water, but at least we get a good reward from this.
I mean, none of us are gonna like this water, so let's do
Yeah.
it.
I was like, Liam goes down the ladder really fast.
It already
doesn't care.
smells down here.
Yeah, like the lower you like descend down the ladder, like the smell kind of like you almost hit like a wall where like the stench kind of like doesn't reach out, and it just gets like just stinkier and like more human waste and rotting stuff as the lower you go down the ladder.
Fuck, I just realized
This-
Flamewalker needs to go buy a Zippo.
Yeah, this is gonna be especially bad for you, Flamewalker, because you're just gonna get shit all over you.
That's unfortunate. I will have to take a very long cleansing later.
And Liam was born on a pig farm, so he doesn't care about the smell. If you have ever smelled pigs, they are awful.
I imagine because you guys have been traveling with Flamewalker for a bit, like when he cleans himself, like he doesn't take a bath.
Does he burn it all off?
Yes, he just stands in a fire.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because salamanders do not take any sort of harm from non-magical heat and fire. So their
That-
version of a bath is standing in fire and
That's
just
metal.
purging everything.
I can't imagine how good that smells. Just standing it, just covered in filth and just standing in a fire. letting
Burning
it
sewage.
all- Burning sewage.
You might explode.
It's gonna be a real party later.
I'm not going to be covered in methane. That's not how that works.
I mean, it's like collecting cow chips. You
Oh.
burn them.
Yeah.
Those
You
things
just
go
be
up
one big cow chip.
crazy.
It's true.
So I guess Liam starts walking towards the sewer hole.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's almost like an iron grate. It's like meant to like catch like bigger debris without it, so it doesn't like go fully into like the sewer system. But it's like really like rusty and corroded, like people, generally just not well kept and just caked with God knows what. But
Liam's gonna rip that off.
you're just gonna just
Yep. He's just gonna grab 2 parts of it and just pull it off.
yeah. I would say you would roll for that, but it's so badly corroded that you just managed to rip off like whatever rungs you're like holding on to like from the grate. You just rip them off.
Are they like iron bars?
Yeah, kind of. Basically, like just like it's like a circular. You're in like a circular like antechamber, I guess, kind of area. Like as you come down.
Okay. Flamewalker wants to take the iron bars from Liam. Just waste not, want not. I can make use of these.
I pull off all the bars if he wants them.
I
I just keep pulling off bars, unless it's going to take forever.
No,
Otherwise-
probably wouldn't take you too long. I mean, there some bars might be a little bit harder just because like they're not as rusted. But if you want to just wrench them all out, sure.
Yeah, sure, why not?
The
Might as well.
better condition are the important ones.
Yep, so he will do that.
So how many grates like how many rungs do you imagine that there were? So you're just gonna carry them around in the sewer?
How big are they?
I was going to say, I'll carry him.
I would
'Cause-
say they're probably like I mean it's probably like at probably like 5-ish feet maybe. They're pretty wide, but they were like decently spaced apart. But yeah, I guess like the tallest one is 5 feet, and they kind of get smaller.
So there's probably like 8 or so of them.
Yeah, something like that.
How heavy are they? Would you say
So-
altogether?
I would probably say like you could probably for like the biggest ones like towards the middle, those would probably be like we'll say like 3 weight, and then like the smaller ones the smaller couple are like 2 and 1 weight, something like that. They're just awkward to carry around. You're more than welcome to take them if you would like them.
You know what? Flamewalker will just take the big one in the center, the main one.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Liam will like stack them up on the side so to either take when we leave or to put back when they're mad that we just broke all their stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cool.
So Flamewalker, how are you like? I just want to like, how are you like gonna carry this basically? Like, are you just gonna hold on to it, or?
He's going to, for the sake of simplicity, he's going to use one of his moves. Handcrafted.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't actually require a roll, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it rolled a 12 for me anyways. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, it's just a move, so.
Yeah, I can basically like form raw materials into things. So I'm just gonna kind of like warm up the metal until it's malleable and bend it around my torso so that it's almost like a belt of metal. Just so that like that's how he carries it, because it's a lot easier.
That's funny. If I was going to carry them all, I was going to bend them all into like U shapes and just stack them around my neck, on my shoulders.
There you go.
Just walk around with them. That's funny. We came up with the same idea.
Okay, so you have just like a metal belt essentially. That's just how you're carrying it.
Yeah, I imagine it going like over one shoulder and around.
All right. So just make sure to mark it on your character sheet that you have it now, and
I
that
did.
it has 3 weight. All right, cool.
I did
And-
indeed.
Awesome. So yeah, it's you have like it's somewhat dimly lit within like the antechamber, but further down you notice you can hear the water kind of flowing, but it just gets like totally dark towards the back. You could probably see maybe, I don't know, like 10-20 feet in front of you before it's almost completely pitch black.
Liam did not bring a torch. Flamewalker.
Yes.
And he just kind of pokes you.
We might want to be careful with fire in here. I don't particularly want to explode.
That's probably
fair.
Liam is stupid. He doesn't know this. He
I
says out loud.
don't have any torches either.
So
Can you just make a fire?
Oh no, we have adventuring gear though, right?
I was about to say, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
So definitely, if you would like to use a use of your adventuring gear, you can pull out a torch.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, you can be as specific as like a hooded lantern thing, so the gas won't be as problematic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Liam only has dungeon ration
It's just food. It's
and a
just so
healing
much food.
potion.
Yeah, so I'll mark off one use of my adventuring gear and pull out a hooded lantern.
Cool. So yeah, so you hold it out, and you can definitely it's enough light that the three of you, if you stand relatively close to each other, that you're all within a reach of the light. I would say it definitely makes it. You can see a little. You can definitely see farther down the main chamber, and you can see that there's like a bunch of like as you look down further, it starts to it snakes off into different areas, assuming reaching random places in the town and stuff like that.
It snakes off?
It's
But,
snakes off.
Salamander's off.
It's salamanders off.
So I'm actually gonna paste this into Roll20. There's actually a custom move that I have here.
Ooh.
So let's make sure.
Hello.
Hello, yeah, it's
Ooh.
kind of long. That's okay. So when you explore the maze of sewer tunnels, you choose one party member as the spotter, one as the mapper, and one as the rear guard. So, and then the rest of those. So the spotter rolls for dex, and there's the specific move for that. And then the mapper rolls for intelligence, and they can make sure that you guys get back a little bit easier or journey into the sewer better. And then the rear guard will help you if he rolls for plus wisdom, and then they can help if there's any potential ambushes or anything like that, things coming out of dark places.
Flamewalker is best suited to being a mapper.
Yeah, I think Neddy would be a spotter.
And Liam sucks at all of these, but he will be rear guard.
Okay, cool. All right, so first, Nettie, you said you're going to be the spotter.
Yes.
All right, so go ahead and roll plus your dex. 7.
It'll be better.
Okay. So basically, you think you have the lay of the things, but you'll need to retrace your steps to get back to the last known location. So that's just in general throughout this when you explore the sewers, basically.
I think that one's the mapper.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. So, yeah, but you'll have to deal with whatever dangers lie ahead, but at least it won't take you by surprise. So there we are. All right. So then, Flamewalker, go ahead.
Intelligence?
Yes.
13.
13. Very nice.
Amazing.
Nice.
So yeah. So from this point on until there's like a breakage or something else happens, you're able to remember the lay of the sewer. You're able to make it back at least to the entrance for now, essentially. All right.
And Liam's gonna ruin this for everyone. Go.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh hey, no, I rolled.
Nice job.
I have a +0, so that was natural.
All right. So so you get the drop on any trouble that shows up behind you. There you go.
Woohoo.
Wonderful. So yeah, so that's kind of like, I would assume, how are you like positioning yourselves as you start to walk down towards like the random chambers and stuff like that?
I would say tracker in front,
Yeah.
mapper in the middle, and then rear guard.
Yeah, I
Neddy's
think
probably like 15 feet ahead. Doing her
Okay.
sneaky.
Sneaky.
She's really good at walking through water without being hurt. Do her water.
How's Meve doing right now?
See, I don't know that Meve would come into the sewers. If anything, Meve is like really awkwardly hopping along, like probably making a lot of noise. at this point probably hanging back by Flamewalker, just looking like slightly peeved.
Not happy.
No.
All right.
It stinks down here.
I need to practice my pelican
Look.
noises.
The family farm smelled much worse.
Okay, yeah.
And we march.
So yeah, so what do you guys do? There's like a couple different like pathways and stuff like that. I assume there's one like kind of arching off to the right and a fork, kind of like a fork, as it kind of tunnels its way down deeper.
I guess we follow Nettie since she's up front. So
Yeah, Nettie's gonna be looking for like any signs of anything else coming through. Maybe like muck along the walls, like scraped as like people like try and keep their balance, stuff like that.
Okay. So that sounds like you're trying to discern reality.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So go ahead and roll for that. So that is
Sorry.
rolling plus your wisdom.
Okay. I cannot discern
Yay.
any answers.
EXP.
My first XP.
All right. So yeah. So you mark an experience, but now I get to
There.
do.
Oh no, there's the XP.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So you you're kind of like rubbing your hands on the wall, and you just get like I mean, there's no other word for it. You just get shit everywhere. Like you're trying to like, and quite literally. And the only thing that you can discern is that there seems like on the ground there is like marks in like the muck, and they look like rat feet, but they're way too big to be actual like rats, basically.
Like
Well, like-
ROUSs,
What's that?
rodents of unusual size.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, they're like dog paw print sized.
Gross.
Nettie, why are you finger painting on the wall?
Well, you try and keep your balance down here. Be aware there's maybe giant rats. Not entirely sure. It's hard to see,
Yeah.
but keep on the lookout.
That sounds.
I say at the
wonderful.
lookout.
Liam will kind of stay closer to Flamewalker. Well, try to with his giant snake body.
Yeah, awkwardly walks one leg on either side.
Yeah, he just takes up like basically like I can't imagine that the sewer is that big. Like, how's Flamewalker dealing with the height of everything? Is he uncomfortable? Like,
Oh, he is so uncomfortable. He's like having to slouch. God, I'm even fucking doing it unintentionally. That's.
And there's also, I just looked up how big a pelican is. Like a 4-foot tall bird with an 8-foot wingspan, just like awkwardly like walking beside you, not quite great.
It's like fucking just
And-
waddling, just.
Yeah.
And Liam has a halberd, so he's pointing it straight behind us. Like I'm holding it so the wood's facing forward and the point's behind me so I don't stab someone.
And Nettie's just freaking touching all the poop in front. We're really good at this.
Can you tell we're professionals?
so yeah, so what do you guys do? You kind of what like kind of like offshooting do you start to make your way down, basically?
Rule of mazes left.
I was like, Liam says, always go left. For Liam.
All right, so you're going left.
Going to the left.
So you make your way down the left, and you can see that the deeper you start taking this path in, like it seems like the stones on the wall are starting to get like older and older and stuff like that. Like definitely the newer stuff was towards the beginning as they were like fixing up that, but like people don't generally go, you know, super deep into the sewers. So, and you also notice that almost everywhere you know, every single time you're walking, that like you're just like almost stepping on rats and stuff like that. Like they're just like running underneath you and stuff like that, darting off into like little cubby holes and stuff like that. But yeah, so you kind of come up upon like a larger, you know, opening area, assuming that's like another like an area where like more water can just kind of fill up. And there's basically like this it looks like it used to be like a campfire or something like that. Like there's a bunch of like burnt logs like in a driest spot of the room, and there's like this big like pot over top of it.
Nettie's gonna call out, Flamewalker, can you tell how old this fire was?
GM, is that something I can do?
You deal with fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say short. Like that seems like something you would totally know about. Actually, tell you what, let's spout lore for that, because it seems like you would be, you know, consulting your accumulated knowledge about something. You know a lot about
Master
fire. So you're gonna roll plus your intelligence.
Ooh.
That's 12.
Yep.
Amazing.
So yeah, so you notice that you can tell that the logs have been burnt within probably like the last like week or two. Like some of them are more like crumbled up into like charcoal and like, you know, dirt. So it's not like super recent. But yeah.
This appears to be somewhat old. Not anytime recently, anyways.
And she was taken yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Okay.
This wouldn't be where they would be staying then.
Is this like room a dead end or?
No, it continues off. There's like there's more like kind of like jutting paths essentially.
So do we want to keep moving forward or try a different path?
Let's continue on for a little bit.
Alrighty then, let's go.
So yeah, there's like, it goes straight and then there's another like branching path. It's almost like a T-junction.
We'll keep going left.
Yes.
So like straight essentially.
Or yeah.
Yeah,
The left.
that's fine. All right.
Oh, east? I thought you said west.
So yeah, you basically, you know, you come up, you keep walking along, and it almost seems like it's just never ending. It's just constant. Like the stones are super old, like ancient looking, and you know, you aren't really sure, you know, what direction you are at this point as you continue going left. Well, I guess you do kind of know what direction you're going. You continue to stick upon going left. But yeah, so but you do as you're coming up down the hall, you notice who's in front again? It's
Nettie.
Right,
Yeah.
Nettie. Okay, so there's like a piece of parchment paper that looks a little bit drier than it should have been if it was in the sewer, and it's kind of just like hanging off to the side.
Nettie's gonna like try and wipe as much poop off of her hands as possible, and then very delicately kind of grab it.
All right. So yeah, so it's it looks basically to be a rough sketch of the sewer system, and you know, it's like in grease pencil, and it's pretty wet still, rough. You know, it's definitely wet, but there's one area like larger antechamber within the sewer system, and it's circled and it says Piper here, and that's basically it.
I'm gonna show the map to you guys and say, do you know what the Piper is?
Was the madman called Piper? Or did we not get a name?
Yeah, you don't know. You just think that there's like just some crazy person living down there.
I don't know. In either case, if someone was making a map to it, it's probably of interest. Could be where this person is.
I
So what do you-
agree.
So what do you guys want to do?
Let's
Flamewalker takes the map, since Flamewalker is the map.
burns it.
No, he's not gonna be. He's not a pyromaniac.
And just burns this.
Shit, I hate when that happens.
It just
Well,
happens
fuck.
randomly.
Everything I touch dies. Everybody steps away.
Dinkelberg.
Thank you. Thank you for getting that joke.
That's what I'm here
You're
for.
2 for 2 tonight on that.
Ah, I'm nailing it.
Yeah, we go that way then.
Yeah, we follow the map.
Yeah.
Flamewalker's like, this way. Points at a wall. Wait. Orients the paper. This way.
All right.
Liam starts running towards that wall when you point there.
Oh,
He doesn't hit it. He's not that stupid.
Are you sure about that?
maybe positive.
It was just slightly out of the light. At least that's what I'm saying right now.
So in one hand, Flamewalker is holding a lantern, the other he's holding the paper, and he's just.
And Liam's still trying to keep his halberd from getting stuck on stuff. Luckily, it doesn't have an axe, it has the wheel, so at least it's round, so we'll get caught.
Amazing. Amazing.
Design choice. Success.
Woo.
This is the part where Venom starts fucking us over.
Let's say. We
I
actually
think
all
that's
rolled.
already happened.
We all rolled all right on our getting jumped in the maze thing, at least.
Nope, I rolled a 6.
Oh,
You
no.
rolled a 7, actually.
Venom actually froze.
Oh,
No,
Yes,
I rolled
he
a
did.
6, right?
no, that was the
Oh, no, I
Certain
rolled a
Valleys
6
after.
on the Certain Valley.
Yeah, we all rolled
Well,
successes.
Oh,
Yours was
okay.
partial archery.
Technical difficulties again, folks.
Now.
God damn it.
we have the power.
This is amazing.
I
told
kill
you
the
we're
crazy
cursed.
guy and save the girl. Run away. The end.
I don't think the crazy guy has her. Now we can talk our theories without Venom being able to hear.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think it's probably like he knows the sewers and everything, so he knows what happened.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's the working theory. Although Liam is stupid, he hasn't come up with a theory. He thinks it's probably the crazy.
Oh, yeah, Nettie's got an 8 intelligence, so she's just going.
Same.
Woo! We're
Yeah,
the
my-
smart people.
Like my skills are currently kind of weird, just because, like, eventually I'll do my wisdom up when I level up, so I can start casting cleric spells. But yeah, currently I have a 12. I need a 13 to get the +1.
Oh no.
Yep. I went 13 for Constitution, so at least, because like I said, lay on hands will hurt me if I roll a 7 or a 9. 7 to 9. So it's like, yeah, I need some HP. I need some strength, and I need the charisma to do any paladin stuff.
I said that Nettie flexed to be strong, but she's got an 8 strength. She just looks strong. She's not actually that strong.
Shouldn't it be a 9 since you have 8 intelligence?
Oh, yes, you're right. A 9.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
8, 9, 12,
so-
13, 15, 16.
Venom
Venom's
disappeared.
typing.
Internet went out.
Well, crap.
Cycling
cycling
around.
around.
All right, so in that case, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break so that Venom can get his shit fixed, and we'll be back soon. Then, be right back. All right, we are back. Technical issues are hopefully resolved. Venom, as you were.
Yes. Sorry about that. Okay. So so you follow the map to where you seem like you followed it okay to where the circle says the Piper is. But you come upon a chamber that is basically just littered with like random animal bones and rat bones and corpses and stuff like that. And the stench in here is just almost unbearable. It's just gotten to the point to where it's almost making you sick. But there's, other than the corpses and the bones, there doesn't really seem to be anything else here.
People corpses?
Yeah, what type of corpse?
No, just animal corpses, like things
okay.
that, yeah.
And this is
So
the
we-
room where it said Piper?
Yep. That's what the map said.
Is Piper the
Yeah.
muck monster?
Nettie wants to kind of check out what killed all of these creatures, or like how did they die? Is what she wants to know.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Well, she would just like, she's not squeamish, so she would just kind of walk up and start like looking at them. She'd kind of like see if there's any like, were they bit? Does it look more like poison? Stuff like that.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll discern realities for me.
Come on. Sorry, roll 20 apparently kicked me out.
Rip.
That's not very nice.
Nettie. Okay, so I'm discerning realities, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very
Oh, boy.
nice.
I can't actually see it yet.
You rolled a 12. Good job.
Ah, yeah.
So you get to ask me 3 questions from that list there.
What happened here recently?
What happened here recently? It looks like you find a couple bones that are certainly fresher than other ones. So they've been killed or whatever, eaten somewhat recently.
Okay. As in they were killed here or just eaten or both?
You can't really, I mean, you just see that their bones are newer, you know.
Okay.
You don't really, it's hard to discern exactly how exactly they ended up as bones or just
Yeah.
bones.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
Honestly, nothing really. I mean, it's just kind of like, yeah, I mean, it's just like an empty chamber filled with bones. So nothing really of use to you unless you really want bones. So.
And then my other question is going to be, what is about to happen?
Okay, so as you're kind of like inspecting like the refuge, you notice the line of like sewer water. It's like choppily like starts to wave of as if something is underneath it.
So are we on a platform or are we walking in the water?
Will you tell me where were you inspecting? Like some of the bones are like scattered in the water. Some of them are like on like off the sides, basically kind of area.
I think Nettie would be in the water, but there is kind of like a ledge walkway that's not at the moment underwater.
Correct.
Okay.
But like it's like
Alright.
meant for like maintenance, like in the sense that like someone could like potentially come down there and
Yeah.
you know.
Not have to swim.
Yeah.
Okay. Nettie is gonna draw her short sword, I think is what it is. Her sword of some sort. And say, Is it like towards my left or my right? Or I guess she's gonna point in its direction and say, "There's something moving in the water here." Oh, sorry.
Right. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So you're still in the water at this point. Can you? Let's see. I'm not gonna make you roll at the moment. All right. So
if she's still in the water and she just said something's in the water, Liam's gonna try to pull her out of the water.
Okay. So yeah. So I'm gonna have you roll a defy danger for me, only because it's slick and just the force of trying to pull her out. You might want to. It might be like it's a hard like to get yourself a foothold. Do you still want to do that?
Liam's gonna try. Let's see
All
what
right.
happens.
Let them fall in the poop with me.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's see what happens.
All right.
He slips and falls in the
that's
poop
exactly
with
what
you.
you do.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, wait. How are you? Which one were you using?
Strength.
Strength. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's what I thought. Okay. So mark experience. Good job.
Woo!
Woohoo!
All our experience involves falling and shit.
But so as you are reaching for Nettie to try and pull her out of the water, a serpentine, like reptilian tail kind of swipes your feet out from underneath you, and you collapse into the water.
That wasn't me, for the record.
Liam doesn't believe you as he falls in the water.
Does Nettie like fall down too, or does she just kind of watch him fall next to her?
Yeah, I would imagine the tail kind of like, because he was right
Wipes
by
us
you.
both. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like wipes you both. Kind of knocks you down underneath. So Flamewalker, what are you doing right now?
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Do I think that if I lit a fire in this room, that there would be an explosion of some sort?
I
don't
Liam should have
think-
picked immunity to fire.
I don't think that
that's
actually normally happens in sewers, but I don't know.
It can happen,
Yeah.
but it is rare.
Yes,
But
that
this
is.
an evil sewer with a bunch of dead things in it, so who knows?
Um,
I don't know. The dead things are specifically more like combustible. Though.
so I'm going to say that, you know what? I'm going to have you spout lore again. I feel like this is also, again, just like how fire works, something that you would know.
I got a 7.
Okay, so I'm going to just tell you something interesting, and then it's up to you if you want to make it useful. You basically, so like you can like, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure you can, like methane has a scent, right? Like it's not an odorless, yeah. So like you can smell a little bit of it, but it's also kind of like mixed in with general sewer junk, like rotting stuff. So you don't know if it's like a lot or a little, but like it's just not a pleasant smell in here, period.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
That feeling when your character's too dumb to say the idea I just had. Damn. Carry on, Arch.
Flamewalker is going to summon his Burning Brand.
Burning Brand, awesome.
I got an 8, so I get to choose one tag.
Yep.
So it begins with Fiery Touch, Dangerous,
Yes.
and 3 uses.
3 uses, yep.
And then I can pick either hand, thrown near, +1 damage, or remove the dangerous tag.
Correct.
I'm going to say that in this case, I'm going to choose the remove dangerous tag. Because of the surroundings that we're in.
Yeah.
And he did detect that little bit of methane, and he doesn't want to take the chance, because while he won't be affected by fire. His friends might.
Okay. So what does your burning brand look like?
Since he is keeping it as a touch weapon, what is the difference between touch and hand?
So, you know what? I'm gonna look that up because I want to make sure I get those tags exactly. It's exactly right.
Yeah, fiery is self-explanatory. Dangerous is kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Touch compared to hand,
Yeah. Let me just pull up that because I want to make sure that is clear.
sure.
Okay. So, hand is useful for attacking something within your reach, no further. And touch is it's used by touching it to the target's skin. Those are the official actual things.
Okay. In that case, then I imagine, since it's only a touch thing, Flamewalker's I'm gonna retroactively say I put the map away.
Okay, that's fine. Not holding it in your hand as you're countering.
Fire.
Puts the map away. And then just his one hand starts to burn with a deep red fire.
Okay, so more control, not as super hot, so it doesn't combust everything. Okay, cool. So what do you do with that? Your friends have just been swept into the river of shit, and yeah.
He's gonna stand on alert so that the next time whatever it is that's swept out Liam's feet pops up, he's gonna hit it.
All right, cool. So, Nettie, what do you've been basically, you kind of get knocked up into the water. What are you gonna do? What are you doing right now?
Nettie's gonna kind of sit up and just yell, "God damn it!" And then try and, if she sees the weird tail thing. So is the tail, you say reptilian, is it like a crocodile tail? So it kind of
That's kind of what I was. It's kind of what I was picturing. Yeah.
She's gonna look to see if she spots movement or anything, and try and hit whatever is attacking.
Okay, so you're kind of trying to figure out you're still in the water and you're trying to feel where the water is moving and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of see if she can sense the movement and just see, or water see you.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you basically can notice that the water's churning farther away from you now, but it seems like it's whatever's underneath it is it's circling back, it's coming. Yeah. So Liam, what are you gonna do right now? You're kind of I can't imagine being in the water with the armor and everything is too pleasant. So
yeah, Liam's got
all the nasty cracks.
Liam's going to stand up as soon as he can, and if he sees the water churning, he is going to charge in with his halberd and start poking away.
All right. So yeah, all right, so you start kind of running in the direction of where the waves are kind of moving towards you.
Correct.
All right, cool. So you start running towards towards whatever it is underneath there, and all of a sudden it kind of shoots out of the water. It's almost as if Flamewalker is kind of standing up, he's he's it lurches its half of its body up, and it pulls out its and it kind of lifts it. You can see a couple of legs, reptilian, I guess it almost looks like an alligator, but not at the same time. It's definitely it's been corrupted from being in the sewer for so long, and just and so it just kind of lurches up out of the water and just hisses and growls at you. So yeah. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna just kind of gonna go for it?
Walker, your cousin is mean, and I'm gonna stab it in the face.
That's racist. Also, it insulted your mother.
My mother was a saint.
So what is like you're attacking it, but like what exactly does that look like? What are you gonna do?
He picks up his halberd that was probably knocked into the water, and he just swings it so that the curve of the wheel in sort of a slashing motion across the middle of whatever this thing is.
Cool. All right, so go ahead and roll hack and slash.
I miss.
Mm.
Liam is
Okay.
going to level up this session, he thinks.
All right, so so go ahead and mark experience for that.
Amazing.
So so you make your swing at it, and you notice that, so basically like you kind of like underestimated how close it was or how far away it was basically, and its scale hide like kind of just like takes the brunt of the blade, and it kind of doesn't really do anything, but then it just kind of like takes one of its claws and just kind of slaps you up against the wall.
Ooh,
So
it's getting frisky.
yeah, it's getting frisky up in here. So I'm actually, let me
You get a
can
move now, right?
you, what's that?
You as the, remind me mechanic wise, so you as the GM, because he failed, get to make a move now, or is that?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
basically what happens right now. So I'm making a move, and I'm going to I want to just make sure I want to calculate. I'm going to do some damage here, but I want to make sure I'm doing the right damage. I have like a little damage sheet, but it's not for what exactly he's doing right now.
Oops.
So
Liam's going to say, Walker, your cousin is much tougher than you are.
Suck a dick, Liam.
You don't even have one of those, I don't think.
That's also racist.
Don't need to be discussing that, please.
He's being racist. Twice.
Liam realizes he just said that in front of Nettie and is a little taken aback when you just said that.
excuse.
Stupid humans.
That's racist.
Oh, it's bad when I'm racist.
Okay, so I'm actually, all right, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna Liam, or Undead, I guess. You're gonna roll 2d6, and we're gonna take the best result, and then that is what the damage is dealt.
That sucks.
2 and a 2, so the answer
You
is
take-
2.
Yeah. So and you have some armor, right?
Oh yeah, so I take nothing because I have 2 armor.
Wonderful. So yeah, so the force of the hit kind of like knocks you off
Bounces-
your feet.
Bounces off my scales.
Yeah,
Scale mail.
and you hit the wall, but the like shock absorption of your armor kind of like, it's a little dinged up now, but you didn't really take any damage.
Fortuna smiles upon me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. So Nettie, what are you doing right now?
Nettie's gonna kind of fish around for her short sword and then try and just bring it down on the like arm that's holding Liam, or like that just like pushed Liam against the wall.
Okay, like so like after a throw, you're gonna try and like while it's like kind of extended, you're gonna try and like
just,
slash.
chop it.
All right, cool. So so I'm gonna have you. So if you want to do that, because there's so many hands, like it's gonna be hard to kind of like. 'Cause I think the short sword is what? I think it's close, right? I think this is the tag.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So in order for you to get close to it, you're gonna have to like be able to like get out of the way of its many hands that are not doing stuff right now.
Yeah.
Liam would like to attempt to aid, just basically by bull rushing into the creature, hopefully to occupy it.
Okay, cool. So so yeah, go ahead and roll to aid. So that's plus your bond.
And if I'm just running into it, would that be strength?
Nope, you're just helping them in this, so you're just gonna roll
bond.
plus your bond. Yep. So that would be +1, basically.
Plus, change that to 1. Oops. 1. I hope that works. Oh, I have to input. I have to input a stat. It says.
Uh-oh. Then
Maybe
there should be a move
that.
called Aid and Interfere, so
Yeah, I clicked on it and it says input stat value. Let me
all
try.
right.
again.
I mean, you can just roll
Try
2d6 +1, so
Oh, I figured out how to do it.
all right.
You have to change it before you click it. If you click it and then try to change it, it doesn't work.
Gotcha.
There. 10.
Awesome.
They get +1.
All right, cool. So are you gonna do that? I assume you're gonna. Is this giving the +1 to the Defy Danger roll? I would assume, like help
yeah.
her get in close and like try and like get in there.
Yep.
All right,
So,
cool.
Just trying to occupy it as much as I can.
Yeah. So roll for Defy Danger. Roll plus your dexterity.
Sweet. I'm good at dexterity.
Nope, you didn't even need my +1.
So yes, you get an 11 there. So
Nice.
you manage to kind of like slip in between, like it's like kind of like as he gets knocked to the side, it's like kind of like reaching all over the place and kind of like. But yeah, so go ahead and roll hack and slash for me.
And then I roll that with Dex as a ranger, right?
I believe so. Let me just double check.
I think you get the choice between strength and dex.
Ranger. Trying to see where it says that. I think
Let me pull.
I don't.
Hack and slash. Plus strength unless your weapon says finesse. I don't know if short sword is finesse or not.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
It's just close. So yeah, it's just your strength.
Boo!
Okay, so yeah, so you get your hit across. So roll your damage die.
Boo.
Okay. So 2 damage is unfortunately not really gonna do
Yeah.
anything to it. Yeah, its scales are just a little bit too tough. And now its attention is fully on you, and it kind of like opens its mouth wide and like starts going for you. So Flamewalker, you're seeing all this going down. What are you
I'm
what are you
gonna
doing?
try to take a swing at its back while it's distracted with my fiery touch.
All right, so you have to literally like get up and touch it.
Yeah.
Gross snake swimming through the water.
I imagine I have kind of like claws, so like I'm coming up and like doing like a fire slash with the claws.
Yeah. Okay, so that let me just. I want to make sure because the burning brand. Yeah. So,
I can use my intelligence instead of strength or dex.
Yes, absolutely. So go ahead and roll hack and slash plus your intelligence.
$12. What the fuck?
It's a good roll.
Roll
Jesus.
20 loves you.
So yeah. So at your. So you can do you definitely are doing your damage, but you can choose to add 1d6, but expose yourself to an enemy's attack.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so
it's more
roll your
fun that
damage
way.
die plus 1 more d6.
Alright. Amazing. So that's a 1.
Aw, beautiful.
And then plus 6. Amazing. So 7 damage.
Hey.
Okay. So, yeah. So what is so you're kind of like going up like while its back is turned and just kind of like doing a thing.
Fire
just kinda
slash.
fire slash.
Jazz
So yeah,
hands.
So yeah, the heat of your burning brand managed to kind of make its way deeper into the scales than the other weapons have managed to at this moment. But because you're facing its back, its tail is there as well. So it kind of, acting as a tail would, just gives you a mighty slap as well, and it knocks you onto your feet into the water, basically.
Off of his tail.
Amazing.
Right. Exactly. Sorry.
So what am I doing?
So yeah, so you've just been knocked into the water along with this thing.
Oh,
Now
great.
you're covered in poop.
But
like the rest.
it's definitely not like going after Nettie at this point. It's definitely just kind of like roars in pain and swipes at you, and then it dives underneath the water again, and just like the mass chaos in the water. I see, and I think all of you are in the water at this point too, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yep.
The ideal strategic position.
Yes. So Liam, what are you doing right now? You just kind of like bull rushed it. So you're actually, I don't think you're in the water then, because you just bull rushed it. You got knocked onto the wall, so you're the only one who's not in the water.
Liam is going to quickly close his eyes and try something. He's just gonna close his eyes and go, Fortuna, where is the creature? And he's gonna invoke his race ability, what here is evil, and hope this thing classifies as evil.
Is it
Okay.
evil?
Yeah. Fortuna kind of like it like within your mind, like you get like the image of the crocodile monster thing, like its jaws like open up and close, and that's like in your mind. So yeah, definitely evil. Not so nice.
Okay, so he is now a little more into this fight, more than just protecting his friends. He now knows it is an evil creature. He is going to basically leap into the water and swing down his halberd, basically to take as much surface area as he can. So he's holding it by the very tip, basically just going to swing and try to hit as much as possible to attempt to hit this thing while it's submerged.
All right, cool. I'm not gonna have you roll hack and slash here because it's underwater. It can't see that, like the water's too murky, so it wouldn't be able to see you swinging down on it. So I'm gonna say you managed to you know where it is because you're just swinging at it when it goes under, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna have you roll your damage die here.
All right. And it's a biggie, maybe. 6.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, you swing down and
I
Go
think
ahead.
my halberd gives me a +1. Let me just double check. Reach +1 damage, so it's actually a 7.
awesome.
Nice.
Okay, so you're like jumping into the water, like using all your like momentum to swing down on it.
Yep, and holding the halberd basically at the very end just to cover as much area so I don't miss it, hopefully. Was the
yeah.
plan.
No, you definitely don't miss it. So so you hear it and feel it kind of like sink into its back again, and like a bunch of like the water starts to like it's already brown and now it's like just like reddish brown as like blood just kind of like starts spewing out of it, and you
Like
feel it just hurry off into the water and out away from you guys.
Liam's just going to kind of re-grip his halberd and just face in the direction he saw it go. And just wait. and see what everyone else does.
Yeah. Well, Nettie, what are you doing right now?
Nettie's gonna kind of scramble back up onto the ledge and like just watch. As like someone who's good with animals, does it seem like it was just like, you know, if you get in a fight with a creature in the forest and it's starting to lose, it'll just leave? Does that seem like what this is doing, or?
Why don't you spout some lore for me?
Yeah, I'm smart.
You're smart.
I'm smart. I'm not smart. I'm double not smart. Oh my god.
Mark that XP, yo.
Yeah.
You guys have been marking so much XP. I don't have a single XP yet.
I only have 2. It's not a whole bunch.
We just started, so it's okay. So yes, okay. So you mark experience, and you're not familiar with this creature at all. You don't know how like these things act. So for all you know, it could be, you know, it could be doing that, or it could be like regrouping itself or whatever. You know, you're not super familiar. You're not familiar with it. Yeah. But for now, it is like the water starts to calm down. Like you can kind of hear it, like it's the water splashing off of like the walls, like further down into one of the tunnels, basically.
So,
should
Piper.
we follow it? Sorry.
No, I don't. Our goal isn't to rid the tunnels of that.
It
just need
is
to find
an
the
evil
girl.
creature.
Yes, but our job is to find the missing girl.
Can
and I
you
think that takes-
swim very fast, Liam?
Would that be strength? I'm pretty strong. I Liam would know if he swam. He can swim, but I don't.
I mean, is
I have a-
swimming a great idea in that heavy armor?
I could
Are
just
you
kind of
that
trudge.
strong?
I am tall, and it's not getting deeper, is it? If I continue kind of walking towards where it was, where it was going.
No, the water. Yeah, it's just like normal sewer. You know, it's yeah.
I don't think swimming is going to be a problem. But if the creature finds the girl, then we'll have a problem.
Well, let me see something. So Flamewalker is going to take out the map and try to determine, like, is the direction this creature going, like, is it essentially going back the way we came, or is it going a completely different direction?
It is going back the way you came, but you don't, you know, just because the nature of the sewer, you don't know where it's going to go after that, basically.
Ah.
Like it's all twisty, and, you know, it can take any number of pathways once it's out of your sight, essentially.
It's hard to
Question,
say.
Question: does it count as an NPC? Yeah, that's a joke.
I mean, it is a non-player character. I don't know if you'd be able to talk to it, though. I mean, but you could try if you ever
Darn it,
wanted to.
I should have took the thing that my language knows no barriers or something like
Oh
that.
my god.
That would have been great.
Halt, crocodile creature!
I could make it attack me pretty much was my plan. Liam is out of ideas. Should we follow it?
I don't particularly want to fight it.
I don't think that we'll be able to catch it, is the problem. This is its home turf. It probably knows these tunnels better than we do and moves quicker through them.
Is there anything else on the map?
Is there anything else on the map, DM? DM?
No. It's just that one area where you're pretty sure you followed it correctly, but it's kind of this is where you ended up. So
That. I say that. Everything you just said.
Is anything else? So it's actually an okay representation of the sewers we've been through so far. Is there another big room or something like that where we might think this thing would hide?
yeah, I mean, you guys are like, there's a couple dotted like larger like chambers. That's like the one you're in, like the one you found the pot in and stuff like that. There's definitely like you pass through a couple of them throughout, and you're trying to get to this room basically.
Liam's gonna run after the thing.
I guess we're following him.
He's so good. He's so valiant.
Stupid.
Well, yeah, one, yes, he is.
Barnacle for brains.
Also,
What's
but
a
also,
barnacle?
They're and this is like a chat, they're just like casually jogging after him. They're small little mollusky creatures that grow on non like stationary targets.
And Liam's just gonna keep going and try to find this thing because we know where it went, at least at first. And he's gonna keep his halberd out, kind of crossed in front of him, not like sideways because he doesn't think that'll fit, but kind of at a diagonal. So he's kind of covering. If I run into it, it's gonna hit at least part of the halberd.
Yeah.
At least first.
Okay.
So you're basically using your halberd as a makeshift lance, is what I'm hearing.
A little bit, but it kind of, like I said, kind of diagonally. So basically, if it comes up to try to get him, he can fight it off.
So
a little bit.
so it's a blind person's walking stick, is what you're doing.
A little bit.
Okay.
Amazing. This
I
thing's
like
gonna
it.
pop up and be like, I'm gonna eat these guys. Boop! Right in the eye. Fuck.
That's what he's hoping. It might work. Who knows?
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to follow its trail relatively easily. It's the blood in the water. You can definitely kind of like see where it's heading to, essentially. Pi, are you having some difficulties over there?
I knocked a blind off.
Oh, jeez.
Amazing.
That's great.
I'm very good at pet sitting.
Oh my god, just
You're
burning
very
the
good at
house
watching
down.
the pet. You're not so good at watching the house.
Whoops.
So yeah, so you're able to follow it, and you come up upon like a chamber, and it's another like larger chamber, and like the pool of blood is kind of like centered here, and you don't see any movement, but again, there's like the pool of blood that's like in the center of in the middle of the water and everything.
Liam's gonna stop and kind of glance behind him to see how close the others are.
Probably not that far behind.
Yeah.
We do also have a pelican awkwardly like hobbling through the sewers, like arms kind of out, just like
So
It has its wings out at like that awkward, like it's trying to keep balance. God, birds are stupid.
the beast is
Especially-
here, and he readies his halberd, and he's gonna wait until it does something.
Okay, but where in here, Liam?
The blood stops here. It has to be here. And there's not. It's just a thing of water in the middle, so it's kind of gotta be there. At least
Yeah.
in Liam's head.
Nettie's gonna pull out her bow and just do like a kind of a test shot into the middle of the water.
Okay.
an
Go
idea.
ahead and roll your damage.
2. I still can't hit it well enough.
Yeah, like
That's the armor.
it goes into the water and it kind of like nothing really happened, but it it just sinks under the water. But yeah, so now but I guess you definitely like hit it, and so now it's like and now it feels cornered, so it does, it just kind of like rears itself out of the water again and lunges for Liam because he's in the front.
Get him. Get him.
With its big old jaws.
Liam's gonna stab it if he can.
All right. Yeah.
It's
so
coming. It's coming towards him, so he's actually gonna kind of like stick the halberd like into the ground a little bit and hope to just have it spear itself.
Yeah, I like it.
On a round edge.
Go ahead and
No. It has a spear point to it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the axe part of a halberd. Halberds usually have the spear and the axe. It has a circle instead. Sorry if I didn't explain that.
Yeah, it's like a sharp circle.
Yeah, it's a circle with a little hat on top, pretty much.
I thought it was basically like a half circle on the end of a long stick.
Oh no, it's a full circle, and then it has a spear point at the end.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll hack and slash for me.
All right, big money.
Big money.
Okay.
Good
Decent
enough.
money.
So yeah, so you go ahead. So roll your damage die.
So that's a 4 with the +1 for the halberd.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Can Flamewalker try to protect Liam from this creature?
How are you gonna do that?
So like as it's like lunging towards Liam to try to like basically bite his face off or some shit. He wants to use his burning brand and try to like slash at its exposed throat to get it to back off. Like try to make it, because like it felt the bite of the fire once, and it's probably like, I don't want to get hit by that again.
Yeah, we can say you retroactively. I guess actually, I'll tell you. So basically, are you just like slashing at it as well, like as it's like lunging at him? I'm just trying to.
I'm not trying to attack it. I'm trying to protect Liam.
He's basically trying to scare it away.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Liam's definitely gonna swing his halberd just like in a wide arc to protect someone eventually. I already have that plan.
So yeah, you can do it. I'm gonna have you, if you want to do it, you're gonna have to roll Defy Danger plus your intelligence, because you're just using your quick thinking. You're trying to just go ahead and do that, and just trying to get it out of doing its attack.
7.
Okay. So I will offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice. So basically you can either let it kind of like go at Liam still, like by doing that, it diverts the attention to you, and it kind of like reverts its lunge more toward in your direction.
Yeah, I'll let it come at me.
Cool.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro.
All right.
Come at me, cousin, as Liam puts it.
Family shouldn't squabble.
Fucking racist motherfucker.
So go ahead and roll 1d4. Oh, I'm sorry, 1d10 plus 4.
$13.
Oh, jeez.
So so as you kind of like try and intimidate it, it just kind of like, it still gets like scraped up by the halberd because it was like in the ground as it was like lunging. But its jaws managed to just take a huge, like as it's like going down in its arc, essentially, it takes like a huge bite out of your tail.
I have a move for this.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fight fire with fire.
Okay.
When you take damage and that damage is odd after armor, I have no armor. The
Okay,
flames
yeah.
within you come to your aid. I roll a d4 and I can do some stuff with it.
Awesome. Yeah, it was an odd number.
I rolled a 4.
Nice.
And I am going to have it reduce the damage that I take.
Cool. So what is that? What does that look like?
So it bites into my tail, and fire springs forth from the wound and begins to like singe at its mouth, making it have to back off instead of like biting in deeper.
Mm-hmm.
So like it bites, but it like barely breaks the skin before it has to pull away from the intense heat.
Right. Cool. So yeah, so you go ahead and you'll take 9 damage there.
All right, that is still a lot more damage than I was expecting.
Definitely a nice chunk. And it's still like it kind of like, pulls you down like with it. And it was like trying to like if it could, it was gonna grab you and like start pulling you underwater, but because of the heat, it kind of just manages like it pulls you down like a little bit deeper into the water, but it doesn't manage to do that. It doesn't get a good hold with its jaws. Nettie, what are you doing right now?
Nettie's gonna like, as she's coming forward, she just wants to try and see if she can get it in the eye, somewhere that'll like maybe like give it a little bit of a disadvantage, or at least back off a little bit.
Okay.
Kill this son of a bitch.
So are you doing cold shot then, or?
I think called shot, I have to surprise them.
Yeah.
So this guy knows I'm here.
That's true. Yeah, and it's not defenseless for sure.
Yeah. So.
Are you just gonna try and just take a shot at it, like while it's? Yep.
Yep. Maybe see if it can like not chomp as well.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll volley.
While this is happening,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, the first one didn't load. I missed.
Okay.
Did I shoot Flame Walker?
No.
Y'all getting so much XP.
Yeah.
I
So.
know.
So no, it but like as it's basically as it's like making its like arc it and you're trying to shoot at it, its tail like whips you and knocks you up against the wall like it did to Liam earlier. So I'm gonna say we'll do the same thing we did. You'll roll 2d6 and we'll take the best of that.
Did I do it right? Yes.
All right, so you
So
take 3
3.
damage there. Yeah.
So I have 1 armor, so I take 2, right?
Yep.
So while she was getting ready to fire her shot, Liam rips off his gauntlet on his right hand and lunges towards Flamewalker and is going to attempt to do a short prayer and heal him.
You're gonna lay on some hands?
I'm laying some hands.
All right, cool.
Get your stinky hands off me.
And he's going to say, Fortuna, this is not his fate. And throw. Oh. It was not your fate. Because that could have been ironic, and you saved me from damage, and then I immediately took that damage back.
Amazing.
If I rolled a 7 to 9. So roll 1d8.
Yes, you do.
And so you are healed for 6.
Hooray.
Very nice.
Because I know they have lots of HP, but still, he doesn't have any armor.
I actually don't have that much HP. At
Well,
all.
Oh, really?
No.
What are you at?
My max is 20.
Oh, mine's
Wow.
only 23.
Mine's 23.
Yeah.
I didn't put as much as I could have in it.
Oh, I did.
Oh, okay. So it is a big difference.
My con is my highest.
My
You have to
charisma-
realize that like things definitely can hit hard in this game. Like within one roll, I basically did more without forge a fire or fight fire with fire. Like I would have taken out more than half of your
Yes.
hit points. So
Yep.
yeah, things hit hard. That is for sure.
So Liam finishes his short little prayer,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. So what is that?
So
What exactly
going-
does it look like when you're healing someone? Like you're
the divine symbol on his back glows extremely bright, and his hand glows with the same kind of reddish gold twinged light briefly, and the wounds just start knitting up.
yeah, cool. So this thing's trying to like get away still at this point. Like it definitely does. It's weaker. It's not swimming as fast away. So what are you gonna do, Flamewalker? What are you doing at this moment?
I am not letting this thing get away from me this time. I'm going to. I assume like it's trying to swim away.
Yeah.
Flamewalker's gonna like try to stab his fiery claw into the thing's back.
Stop it from.
Yeah, like try to like impale, like he makes his hand like this and like tries to go straight into it.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead and roll your damage for that because it's not like you're not. It doesn't see this coming, basically.
6.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you kind of like using the heat. You kind of like almost it like melts into the back of the creature.
Fire
And-
spear.
Yeah, fire hand spear thing. And yeah, so it you can kind of feel like the heat and it like the water starts to like bubble around your hand as it like starts to boil it and the thing stops moving and just kind of like it just stops.
Oh. I think I got it. It's
Are you
really
okay, Nettie?
Yes, I just.
I think I'm the only one that didn't take damage. I guess I'm gonna. I want to look at the thing for any sign that.
It's eating a girl.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't want to say that.
You're
but
gonna like Walking Dead, cut the thing's stomach open.
Yes.
Oh, nasty.
Awesome.
Flamewalker throws up in a corner.
Nettie'll come over and help skin it.
Liam, what are you do? Oh God.
Yeah. So it is probably completely just not precise at all with halberds. They have to do it like drag down its stomach.
Do you know how to skin and gut something?
Nope.
Just
Oh no, he's not hacking. He's like stabbing it in and kind of working it.
yeah.
Oh,
Using it as like a
remind me to
saw.
teach you how to do this.
Pretty much. Liam's already started, so
Yeah, she's just like face palming in the background.
Okay. So I mean, do you pull it out of the water first, or are you like?
Just flip it upside down and go for it.
I was gonna say flip it upside down and just do it in the water because I wasn't gonna try to drag it.
This seems
Okay.
very big.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty. It's long and big. So yeah, you just kind of like dissect it basically and just like rummage through
Yep.
its guts and just trying to find little
Bad
kid
high
parts.
school.
Yeah, pretty
No.
much. Or any human.
Liam,
parts.
Liam, the stomach will be more that direction. You have to cut that little membrane.
He's just like pulling chunks out.
Flamewalker renews throwing up. I think I'm good. Oh God. Good thing we're in the sewer where I can vomit and no one cares.
Let's say
yeah.
Liam with
No one
his
can
like
smell it.
Liam with his like gut-soaked hands goes, "I can heal you again.
I'm
cure you."
sterile.
I can cure
Don't
you
touch me,
again.
I'm sterile.
holding up his bloody and gut-soaked hand.
Yeah.
I'm
So
assuming
yeah.
you decline.
Yeah,
So anything inside. Oh, sorry.
you cut. No, it's okay. Yeah, so you cut into it, and there's like half digested pieces of meat and chunks of bone. None of it. There's no like clothing or anything like that. It doesn't seem like there's anything other than animal waste or animal digestive stuff in its stomach, basically.
There's nothing that looks human.
Yeah.
Well, that was our only lead.
There's still the other direction that we didn't go.
No, there's still.
Look at Nettie, because she's the only one that might know the direction to go back. Liam just ran through sewers.
Actually, I'm the one with the map.
I was gonna say.
And I did the mapping earlier, too. Anyone
Yeah.
knows it's...
Oh yeah, we have a map. I forgot that we had a map for a second there.
And my job
Liam
was
probably-
literally the mapper. That's literally what my job was.
Yeah. So yeah, because you rolled a 10+ on that, you're able to make it back to the way back to
The crossroad?
Yeah, like to the place where you found like the pot. Like you're able to make it back to there and like to the entrance and everything. Like you know roughly where you are.
Okay, so I'll lead us back to that Y intersection and then go the right,
Cool.
since we went left last time.
Yep.
Mhm.
So yeah, so you make your way back, and the only thing you notice is that the rats are they're the same amount, but they're heading toward down the direction. Like you realize that they're like heading towards that way as well.
That's
Hyper.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Hyper. I don't know.
Oh, and while Liam is walking, now that we're kind of out of the muck as much,
Mhm.
he's going to use one of his dungeon rations. He assumes one of them is going to be like a water skin, and going to kind of clean off his hands so he doesn't horrify a little girl.
Yeah, that's
Don't
cool.
worry, girl, I'm here to save you. What's that on your
Exactly.
head? Blood.
Do we know anything about this girl or woman we're supposed to find?
Yeah, like you know what she looks like. Like you'd be able to spot her if you found her. But other than like the Randolph, or that was his name, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But he doesn't really he doesn't tell you like that much about her. Like he just wants you to find her.
Yeah, she's
Wouldn't-
just some fucking girl. Just go find her. Isn't that your daughter? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, fuck it.
But she just ran away. We just been in the sewers for no
Yeah.
reason.
She's not actually down here.
Yeah, and he seemed a little like shifty about it. Like maybe they you don't really know like the reason why he doesn't know the reason why she ran away. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, like there was a little bit of tension there when he when he was describing her and stuff like that.
Liam's going to be a little pissed if he gets back up there. It's not. But he just keeps going down the
Okay.
right side.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you start, kind of like heading more in that direction, and off to one of the side tunnels. There seems to be one of the larger openings chambers that you've seen. Other than that, it just kind of continues straight on. There's like another side passage with another larger opening as well. So what do you guys want to do?
Continue along.
Yeah.
Keep going straight.
Probably trying to be a little bit quieter now that
Yeah.
we assume that we're going the right direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
As Liam walks around in his scale
Clang,
mail going,
clang, clang, clang.
all the little scales rubbing up against each other.
Yeah.
Halberd randomly hitting the wall a little bit.
Just like a random like scrape against, you know. Yeah. So you're trying to be a little bit quieter. The only thing you can hear other than like the gurgle of like, you know, like the wastewater, other, you know, you can start to hear kind of like reverberating, you know, deeper into the tunnels is the sound of like of music, like a pipe or a flute or something, you know. You can hear it kind of echoing. You can't really quite source it because of all the echolocation, you know, it's just kind of bouncing off all the walls, but you start to hear something.
I don't think the Piper was the alligator. Just a guess.
That sounds right.
Nettie's gonna draw her, or like have her bow at the ready,
Mm-hmm.
and then just keep being quiet.
Okay.
Flamewalker wants to see if there's any like traps or anything along the way. See if there's like maybe like a tripwire or something that's gonna like be like, hey, there's people trying to come get you. Oh no, look out.
Okay.
It's just attached to a
So-
bunch of tin cans that all start clanging together.
So what does that look like? Like what exactly are you doing?
He's like kind of lowering his body instead of like being at his full height, like hunched over. He's kind of like lowering his body down, slithering on the ground, and looking very closely for anything out of place.
Yeah.
Now that he's got his burning brand up with the fire on his fingers, he's kind of using that as a way to like light up the ground a bit more accurately instead of using the lantern, which is a bit more bulky and less manageable.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll discern reality for me.
7.
Okay. So you
I
Get-
can ask 1.
one question.
Okay. What here is not what it appears to be.
Hmm. So basically like the sound of the music or whatever isn't coming from where you thought it was going, just because like the bouncing, you're able to kind of like listen a little bit more closely, and you can kind of like tell the more general direction of where it's going to be. So now you can definitely like pinpoint it more accurately.
Okay. So Flamewalker is gonna be like, I don't see any traps, but it seems like the music is actually coming from this direction. No, wait, he's pointing at a wall again. This direction.
Liam probably hits it this time because he's kind of tired.
All right, this direction. Let's go. Ah, boom.
All right, so do you head in that direction? Like, what do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you start coming along. You know, you're following the chamber, and you start following and the music comes a little bit louder and clearer, and the rats have become more and more like you're almost like stepping on them, and like every moment, and they're all kind of like converging towards this one kind of like antechamber like, you know, area, and you can definitely tell that the music is coming from inside there. And so what do you guys do?
It's up
And the
ahead.
rats are just like flowing into the room like constantly, and they're like climbing all over each other. Like some are leaving, some are going out, like coming in and out. Yeah.
The sound is in this room. What should we do?
I look at Nettie and I'm like, the rats are being really weird. Do you know what that could be?
I'm thinking they're either a lot of well-trained rats, or there's some sort of like something unnatural or magic or something. I'm inclined to think it has something to do with the music, but I think we should take a peek in the room.
Liam walks into the room.
Oh, sneak! Oh, wait. Okay. I
So
think
yeah.
If you don't take the lead, he's just gonna walk into the room because he
Yeah, I
doesn't
know.
sneak.
It's like,
Uh,
okay.
Nettie looks at Firewalker. I think we need to teach him some subtlety, and then she's just gonna follow Liam.
The gigantic 6'4", 275-pound guy. Subtlety. Giant halberd.
Okay. So I mean, like, so you just like walk up in there, like, is that's what you're doing?
Liam is. I don't know if they're
Yeah.
following.
Right. All right. So
Nettie's at least gonna step into the door.
Okay. So yeah, Liam. So you you walk your way into the room and basically like there's like a single ray of like light from the top, and there's this older, like definitely someone who used to be good looking.
Silver Fox.
Yeah, but well,
He's
kind
also
of.
been living in the sewer. For
Yeah.
Who knows how
So
long.
like, so they're,
Stinky Silver Fox.
he's like wearing like torn and like disgusting like clothes, and he's sitting on like almost, it's like a pile of like trash and like waste and stuff like that. He's just kind of sitting there, and his legs are like, he's like cross-legged, and he's playing this instrument, and all of the rats around him are like circling him, and like some of them are just like doing like weird dances and like stuff like that. But his eyes are closed. He's really focused on playing the music. So he doesn't really see you if you just like walk right in.
We don't see
Is
any
there a little girl?
children, right?
Or a little boy or anything?
So it looks like there's like humanoid figures. They're very small all throughout the chamber, like on the edges of it, and they're all like kind of like dancing to the tune of the instrument. And it looks like the girl that you're looking for is towards the far end of her name is Penelope. Penelope is at the far end of the chamber, dancing along with everyone.
Yeah, if no one's doing anything immediately, Liam is going to yell, "You shall stop this at once and give us back the children." I
As
would
he,
like to... Oh, go ahead, Zach.
Nettie, I think, wants to do a called shot. Like as that's not your name. I almost called you Bear Killer, which is not your name. Liam.
Bear killer.
Like
If
as
he
Liam
kills a bear,
starts
he'll
to
take
talk,
it.
right? We just have to introduce you to a bear. As Liam starts to talk, she's gonna try and shoot him in the arms. And do a
Damn.
called shot.
Savage. Maybe this guy was going to be totally peaceful and friendly and just be like, yeah, you know what? Here, have the kid.
No.
There it is.
So what are you doing, Nettie? I'm sorry.
Doing a called shot. I'm gonna try and hit him. She's probably more aiming for the pipe or the flute, because that's like definitely like they're dancing along to the music, but it's not. That's some
Trying to
bad
make it-
juju.
Make him drop it.
Yes, they have to drop anything they're holding.
So yeah, so
Fine.
you're aiming for the arms. Cool.
Yes, that's my
So-
called shot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Ooh, that means you get damage too.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so Yep. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Well, it's above a 2.
That is true. Yeah, and then so you're aiming like for his like hands as he's like playing basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
want to make the music stop.
yeah. So absolutely. So the arrow, it doesn't really like hit him directly in like the hands. It more like kind of like grazes over it, but it's enough to like it definitely like skims over his hands and he drops his flute in surprise and he looks at you guys and he's like, "What do you think you're doing?"
And so I guess as I was starting my little speech,
Yeah.
she
Do
shot
it,
him.
speech.
So it was stop your music, which has just happened.
You're so powerful.
Yeah, no, it happened immediately. Fortuna.
Fate was kind to you.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it was stop this music now and give us the children. Fate demands it. So I am attempting the I am the law.
Yes.
Basically,
So,
or giving him an order.
yep. So go ahead and roll plus your charisma.
Respect
Let's
my
see.
authority.
Pretty much. 10, yes. So I get a
Nice.
+1 forward against them. So they can either stop and give me the kids, back away and flee, or attack me. I hope it's the last one.
Damn, that's fucked
The
up,
first
undead.
one. The first
So-
one.
Liam
Give us the
also
kids.
kind of hopes it's the last one. But if he gives up the kids and runs away, he's also okay with that. And we'll get the kids out first, but he's probably gonna hunt for this guy.
So trying to think how basically so he just got his flute, like his instrument, knocked out of his hand. He's like, what do you think you're doing? And you hear he kind of like ridges up and he's like, it's like, no, like I wish to remain here unharmed. Please, you can have the girl. She followed the music.
I said the children.
You don't want these children. Look at them.
I look
And
at
like,
the children. What do I see?
I'm about to say I stab him in the face.
I was gonna say before you do that, I was gonna say, the music stops. So first of all, the rats are kind of like, they start like acting more erratically, like normal rats, and start like
Agitated.
start like
Gross.
scurrying all over the place. And the children, you look at them and you notice that the ones that are closest to you, like they're a little bit like oddly rat-like. Like some of them have like the red eyes, and like some of them have like whiskers and like stuff like that. Maybe like one of them has like a small little like wormy rat tail growing out of its back.
I'm gonna have to cure a lot of diseases.
Yeah, Nettie's getting pretty angry.
Okay, so Liam is still he's just stabbing him in the face.
You're just like charging at him and just.
Yep, halberd out.
All right, cool.
Going for him.
So as you charge at him, he screams "No!" and he claps his hands together, and all of the children, they chase after you. They like all like converge in on you, and they start.
I assume if I kill him, it'll stop it. So I'm still going forward.
All right. So I mean, if you're gonna have to like knock your way through like a dozen or so children to do it. Or like the ones that are closest to you. So like there's a good like 4 or 5 of them that you're gonna have to just like mollywop out of the way.
I'm going to try to not hit the children rat things. I'm gonna try to like kind of fake out and attempt to
Juke 'em.
pretty much, yep, try to
All
get
right.
him to think I'm heading one direction, change the direction really quick.
All right. So go ahead and roll for Defy Danger first, and then
Dex or wisdom?
we'll say
They're the
say-
same actually, so
Yeah.
it's just
I think
how it
Dexterity is a little bit better here.
works. All right, Defy Danger Dex. Hope it's good. +0. No.
No. All right. So mark experience.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Three.
Danger. Children.
But the children are a lot faster than you expected them. I guess you maybe because they're like rat-like, they've adapted to being like this, and they kind of swarm all over you and start biting at you and like scratching at you and stuff like that. And they're definitely like they're looking for like the weakest point in your armor. Like they're just trying to like bite at your actual flesh rather than like
They're
biting
gonna
on
bite me.
metal.
They're gonna bite me in the hand because I never put the gauntlet back on.
Yep. All right, so
That's what I call finger food.
Yeah.
So-
Would I know what
Finger food is?
where rats are?
would you're trying to think of like whether you know what these things are,
Yeah.
basically?
Yep.
I mean, you tell like what do you think like how would you know what they are? Because I can let you spout lore about it, but you have to at least explain to me first, like, the rationale behind it.
As the paladin, I can cure disease, so I would be able to discern certain diseases, or at least that there's a disease there. So can I guess the question is not exactly what they are. Can I tell it's a sickness of some kind?
Yeah, that's cool. So go ahead and roll plus your intelligence.
Yep, that's gonna be bad, but let's see what happens. 4. More experience.
More experience.
Amazing.
Look at all that experience.
And look at all the experience I have, a grand total of none.
I have
So-
4 now.
So the thing is, so you
Are you
actually
kidding me?
you are familiar with like what they're infected with, basically, and you now know that you can catch it by biting. So so go ahead, roll 1d4 plus 2 for me, please.
Where at? Where at? I want to be a where at.
I don't.
So
All
that's
right,
a 5.
all right, and then you have armor, right? So that's a 3.
Yep, so that's a 3.
So you take 3 damage, 3 damage there, and yeah, then they're because there's so many of them. So one of them like bites you on the hand and like rips like a chunk of flesh out, and yeah, you start just start bleeding profusely in the. So yeah, so that not so fun. There's like a bunch of them on you. So Flamewalker, what are you doing right now?
So there's a lot of these things.
Yeah, it's a group of them. Yeah.
I don't like them. They're creepy. They're
Sure.
making weird chittering sounds. So I want to try to combine 2 moves that I have.
Okay, tell me what are you trying to do?
So I have my Burning Brand, which is still active. I have 1 use left.
Mm-hmm.
And I have an ability called Zuko Style, where I can control fire to do certain stuff.
Okay.
And what I want to do is have it where Flamewalker like sweeps his hand out with the Burning Brand and consume the last of it to create like an arc of fire that just engulfs all of these rat things.
Okay. Cool. I like it. Go ahead. Do the-
Liam is going to. I don't know if you want me to roll to interfere or to defend the rat children. but he is going to sweep his halberd across and attempt to swipe away the flames.
No.
Because he knows
Yeah.
Then
he knows they're sick kids. And
Yeah.
Yeah, as like Flamewalker
Um,
tries to like reach his arm out, Nettie's gonna also want to try and just be like, nope.
I
Push
think
it-
Wow.
Push it wide.
I think interfere is probably the best because this literally Flamewalker's misguided behavior endangers their very soul. I think this classifies very directly to that.
Okay, so both Liam and Nettie roll interfere. So roll plus your bond. Flamewalker's sad right now. Super
Well,
sad.
we're both good. Don't hit the children.
Oh,
I'm
this is-
chaotic.
this-
Fuck this shit.
I figured this
not
would
like
happen,
that.
so I'm gonna be on fire. But you do take a -2 to whatever you roll.
Okay, come on.
That's great.
And then
Same for her.
yeah,
Cool.
so both of you expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost. But Flamewalker, you're gonna get a -4 for that.
Fucking wonderful.
So yeah.
That's a 4. Well, thanks, guys. I got my
Margaret.
1 XP for the game.
We did it.
And Liam's gonna say, "Don't. They're children. They're sick."
Yeah, Nettie's also like, because she grabbed your hand, I think, and is like, in your face, and is just gonna give you a good scolding. Do not attack the children. Get the old man, and then she's just gonna give you a push as she like
All right.
turns back to the room.
So how on fire is Liam?
So yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to. So I'm gonna say that. So. So Zuko style when you bend the flame, blah blah blah. So yeah, so basically, like the flame itself kind of like arches out of control, and the arches, yeah, and then so what's your I'm sorry, Flamewalker, what's your damage die?
D8.
A D8.
Yep.
Okay, so both Nettie and Liam are gonna roll a D8 for that.
Ooh.
Amazing.
Powerful what? Wait, does my armor help?
Not with fire.
Alright.
I'm gonna assume it
No.
ignores armor. Oh my god.
Burn.
So this is how we all die.
We're close. I took all that for you, Liam. That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grab the hand. That does make sense, though.
Yeah. So you manage so Liam manages to kind of like shield like the flame that was like the children like around you, so like a good chunk of them. But yeah, and you also but the while this is all happening, the old man is scrambles for the instrument and starts to play his tune, and all the rats that were off kind of like scurrying around now they're organized, and they start heading for all three of you and like trying to overwhelm you, like just trying to like encase you in rat.
How big is the room?
I would say, I mean, it's definitely a larger room. I would say it's taller than it is wide. Like it almost reaches up to the surface because like that little beam of light that's kind of like coming down. I'm bad with distances. I'm trying to like think about how like wide it would be. I don't know.
That's
What's
okay.
3 dwarves wide.
That's wider than that. You answered my question enough. Nettie's gonna yell, "Sick 'em!" and then send Neve over there.
Nice.
Yeah, get the pelican. Make it
Because
easy.
Neve
Yeah.
can fly just over top, so
Yeah. All right, cool. So,
A command?
yeah. So, so it says like when you attack the same target, but I'm just gonna say, so like it's kind of tricky because there aren't really like attack, like the companions don't really have like an attack value per se, but that's okay. We'll just say, so what? It's you're adding its ferocity and its ferocity 3.
How about she can say that and then she would so
Like, oh yeah, you take a shot at him and then
yeah.
okay, that's fine. So
Hopefully I'm really good at not shooting my own.
so yeah, so go ahead and roll volley here.
Do I have to roll animal companion to see if it works or does it just
No, you don't roll for animal.
Okay.
You don't roll for command either. You're just gonna add ferocity to your damage if you hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Hey, I'm tied with you yet undead.
We'll level up the way this is going.
So yeah, so you mark an experience. Your shot goes wide with all like the rats trying to like scurry up you. It's just like making you super like uneasy. And but Meve, because he's so large, like he just like startles. Like he's still going after this guy. So
Yes. He is terrifying.
yeah,
Intimidating.
yeah, seriously. Like I mean, you said what, 8-foot wingspan? Like
Yeah.
massive. And it's just like I imagine Meve like opening up its mouth like as wide as it can and just like yeah.
And like they're not graceful, which is almost scarier because it's just like barreling.
Yeah, it's
Amazing.
So yeah. So we'll say like so Meve still like manages to kind of like knock into him and like scare him off. Like, you know, he's like, no, and it's like he just like screams out, ah! And he holds on to like the flute and he's almost like swatting at Meve as you know. But yeah. So what are we doing right now? All the rats are kind of like converging up on you guys. Flamewalker, what are you? Or actually, yeah, go ahead, Flamewalker. What are you doing? You just got your flame knocked everywhere, and
Yeah, I'm super sad about that. I don't appreciate that, guys.
And Liam has told you that they're kids and they're sick.
Maybe
You also
Flamewalker
got-
just doesn't give a fuck.
Scolded.
Well, you can,
Do it.
but the way it's going, you're gonna kill your paladin. Actually, I've only lost 4 HP. I'm really not that bad.
You're gonna kill your ranger.
You're
my
gonna kill the ranger.
my
yeah.
burning brand went away because that was my last use. So I'm gonna try to get another one.
cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Nice.
I get 2 tags.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna go with Throne and +1 damage. Screw dangerous. I'm leaving dangerous on.
I was about to say, I was like, the way this has gone, I don't think you should pick dangerous.
Nah, he's leaving that dangerous tag on. He's mad.
Yeah, he angry.
So now he's going Throne and +1 damage.
Angry at reacts only. All right, cool. So what does that look like now? Does it look different, or is it still like the, you know?
Yeah, so now it looks like a chakram.
Ooh, cool.
Like
Awesome.
a fire wreath, a big fiery circle from his
Yeah.
hand that he can like throw out.
Cool.
You can do those cool
Is it-
hula hoop tricks where it
Liam-
doesn't look like it's moving.
Yeah.
Liam thinks it's a wheel, and so he thinks you're good now.
You got me. That was my plan.
Except once you throw it, he's immediately going to rescind that.
My plan for infiltration has been successful.
Okay, so you Yeah, so you form this like wreath of flame.
And
What
then
are you gonna do with?
I'm going to send this thing flying through the air like a buzzsaw at the fucking instrument playing guy.
Cool.
Good, I don't have to jump in front of this one.
Yeah, like, all right. So in my head, the way I imagine the weapon looking and like how it flies through the air. You guys have seen Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
You know the portals that they open up. It looks like that, where it's like a spinning, like sparks flying off of it, sort of thing.
Sideways.
Yeah, being thrown.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah. So go ahead and do volley. Roll volley for me. So plus your dexterity or intelligence because you have Burning Brand.
Yep. Nope, that's a 6. I get more experience.
Yay!
I did it.
Okay. You did the thing.
Oh, great, and you didn't take away dangerous.
I didn't.
Liam's on fire again.
My pelican.
Oh crap, the pelican.
It's a useless last bird, anyways.
Yeah. So yeah. So you does it? I would assume it comes back to you, right? Like.
Yeah, because I have 3 charges, and that only uses 1.
Boomerang.
Right.
You always come back.
Does it actually like come back, or does it just dissipate and a new one appears in your hand?
I think it's cooler if it comes back.
All right. So that's what happens. So.
You summon it like Thor's hammer.
Yeah, kind of like.
Yeah. I like that. But yeah, so I'm trying to basically like you throw it at him, but because Meve was like he's like trying to deal with this gigantic pelican, like it kind of like messes up like where the shot was going, and so it circles back to you, and but it comes really dangerously close to Penelope on like the rope around.
Oh.
And she screams, and like I mean she's obviously she was like huddled up in like the corner, like kind of like snapped out of it, like freaking out like what this is all going on. She screams and she bolts out of one of the side chambers.
No, come back, god damn it.
The 8-foot tall snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, a fire monster snake just scared her away.
So Liam,
That's racist.
Liam, you're like covered in all these like
Children.
rodent children, and they've taken a chunk out of your hand.
So he kind of thought about trying to heal some of them, except that would be bad to just have more children running around. So he's going to operate on the smash the main guy, and hopefully it'll stop the children at least momentarily.
Mm-hmm.
And he is basically, no matter what is on him, is going to try to just run straight at the Piper.
Okay. So let's roll a defy danger plus your strength, because they're like all over you and you're trying to like brute force your way like them off of you basically.
Darn it.
Okay. So mark another experience. This is great rolls, guys. This is good stuff.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to chug this potion on our first day out.
Yeah. So like the weight of all of them, like it caused it, they managed to kind of like that you like try and like break yourself free, and they kind of like catch you by the legs, and you fall like face first into like the mass of
Rats.
and they're coming up on you, and they're like biting at you, scratching at you still. So Nettie, what are you doing? What is with so the Piper's not playing the song anymore, so the rats aren't really like crawling up you guys or doing anything like that. They're still kind of just being like crazy erratic rats for now, as long as he's not playing the flute, like the instrument. So Nettie, what do you want to do?
I think Nettie's going to aim for the flute, and she wants to see if she can like break it when she hits it.
So let's say you're doing another cold shot because you're
Flutes are defenseless.
it's defenseless.
Except it's sentient. Oh no.
Ah. Yes.
Nice.
Very nice. So go ahead and roll your damage. Oh,
+3. That was my bird helping me still.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, nice.
11 points of damage to the flute.
To the flute. Nah.
Did you shoot it in the head or the arms? Like where did you shoot the flute? What body part?
Probably the head because that mouthpiece gotta go.
Okay. So what is I feel like
They standed the flute drools.
Oh, all that spittle just comes right back out.
Oh, it's clogged in there and he can't blow it anymore.
Gross.
Yeah, I'll say yeah, so like the shot pure, the flute itself, like the tip of it like just comes straight off like in his hands basically. And he just screams no, and he like collapses down and starts like crying and just like holding the broken piece part of the what is it, of the flute, of the instrument.
It's fucked, guys. That's real fucked.
Is Neve still like
Shaking.
attacking him,
Yeah, it definitely still gonna hit with some weight.
whapping him with the wings? All right.
You two finish up in here, and then Nettie's gonna try and run down that same tunnel.
How am I supposed to finish in this room? I'm not allowed to kill anything.
So Liam, so like when the
I'll let Liam deal with that one.
yeah.
Liam's gonna
instrument
kill the
breaks-
piper.
Yeah.
when the instrument breaks, the kids all start, like the children like all start like biting at you, and they all just kind of like sit down and look at you, and they just start bawling, like there's just like a bunch of children crying in this room right now.
You would think that would dissuade Flamewalker from wanting to kill them, but it doesn't.
So they're completely off me now. I pick up the halberd. I walk up to the guy. I want to just grab him and throw him down a tunnel. Basically, get him away from the kids.
Okay, I was like, "Are you?
I'm not gonna-
These
I'm not-
children are gonna
They
murder this."
decapitate him in front of all. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
thank God.
no. He's gonna grab him and just throw him as hard as he can down a tunnel. I don't care which one.
We left the bad little children
Okay.
salamander man with the kids.
Yes, we did.
So he's like, you pick him up. He's clutching, like still clutching the broken piece of the flute, and you throw. He's like, yeah! And he just lands with a thud into one of the dark tunnels, basically.
Team Rocket's blasting off again.
You can you can just hear him like sobbing. He's like, no, no, and he's just just rocking back and forth on the ground, all bruised and just like
Fuck, I'm actually feeling bad for the villain. What the fuck?
I was about to say. So.
Don't get soft on me now.
Well, actually, no, totally getting soft. So he raises the halberd, and then he closes his eyes and says, Fortuna, is he evil? Using my race, the human. I can pray for guidance.
Yeah.
What here is evil?
Basically, like nothing comes into your head. Like nothing was evil.
Maybe those were his
Damn.
children.
Well, that's.
You took his rat babies from him.
I take the hand that was bitten by the rat children, and his symbol glows on his back, and I'm going to attempt to lay on hands the dude, thinking maybe he is crazy or something like that.
Okay.
So I really hope I get a good roll on this. Yes. I would like to remove one disease.
Is insanity a disease?
It is. I don't know if it's lycanthropy or what on him specifically, but
So okay.
it's an attempt. It's
An attempt was made.
what. Yeah, it's what Liam would do.
So he like looks up at you and he says, thank you. Like nothing like he's like, I was feeling quite sick as of late. I feel much better. Must be with all the sewer. It's hard for me to stay healthy down here. But he wasn't like particularly like rat looking to begin with. He was just like really dirty and gross and disheveled and
Homeless, one might call it.
yeah. Well, the sewer is his home.
Right.
Guys, let's take him into the party.
Yeah, I kind of
We need a
pick
bard.
him up. I was say I pick him up by the scruff of his neck and just kind of carry him back. And I don't know how you want to do this, but I would like to attempt to heal all the children.
Okay. So
How many rolls would you like me to make?
that's okay. You can actually just make one. I can assume that you like gather them all together and like into like a huddle. It's like kind of hard, but you have to pick up a few crying children, rat children, and everything, and place them in. Yeah.
I would like to remind everyone, 7 to 9, I transfer the disease onto me.
Good job.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Let's go. Woo!
Oh,
7 to 9. I am
you're now a were rat.
I'm aware.
Flame Walker kills you.
So so like
And I would like
yeah, go
I
ahead.
would like to use another one of the dungeon rations to clean off my hands before I do this.
This is not a bunch of like shit covered. I mean, they're already shit covered, so I guess it's
But-
like not that big of a deal. But
Yeah, but his hand was all bloody from the bite, and he kind of wants to kind of clean it up and make it not look as bad.
that's true.
Because one of them has a little bit of my finger in his mouth.
Oh,
It's like that's just
It's like a chunk of your palm flesh. You know,
he's gonna get that
like,
cannibal disease.
yeah. No, I think that's only if you eat the brain.
yeah.
Everything else is fair game.
Everything else.
So he heals them, and he probably kind of falters a little bit at the end of it, and he says, "Let's go home, children."
Yeah, and like so, like as
It-
their like rat-like features like kind of like dissolve back into them, because you already like basically got the disease when you got bitten.
Yeah.
So
I-
normally
I'm
it
a
takes a little bit of
super
time. Yeah. So give me 2 rat-like characteristics that you now have.
That's out.
He's got buck teeth.
Teeth seem a little boring. I'm going.
No, you have to file them down.
A tail.
If you
A
don't-
tail.
Their bottom teeth grow into their jaw. So you have 2
I'm-
sets of teeth.
I'm going whiskers.
Tail.
I don't know if I want a tail.
Tail.
Got the cute little tail.
It's fun having a tail.
Or
Flame
big
Walker
ears.
has one.
How-
Tails are big
Dumbo
ears.
ears.
That's what I was thinking. Tail or ears? Tail would get in the way. I'm going ears because tail would get in the way of my armor.
Cuts tail
Yep,
hole
So you
in
have
armor.
rat ears and whiskers.
Yep.
Okay. You also now have a strange affinity for cheese.
Cool.
Yeah.
Already had that, so Liam now is just super into cheese.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, so as this is all kind of like died down, you can hear like, a little girl like crying off into like one of the tunnels off to the side. So Nettie, what are you gonna do right now?
I think I can track her. I don't know if I need to, but
No, you don't need to. You can hear the crying is like she just like ran out of the room basically.
yeah.
Basically,
so
if we
Nettie's-
didn't kill the crocodile thing, this might have been a problem.
Nettie's just gonna like follow her and try and catch up as fast as possible. Because who knows if there's another weird crocodile thing down here. Also, she could drown in the poop water, which is not ideal.
Not ideal. No poop water, please. So yeah, so so she's like kind of like in a, like in the fetal position, like covering her face and her knees, and like please stop, please stop, please stop, and just like rocking back and forth.
Nettie's gonna put her bow away and then just gently like kneel and say, Penelope.
Please stop, and she's just like kind of like winces a little bit at your touch. Yeah, but she's like really freaked out right now.
Nettie only has fish jerky, but she's gonna kind of like pull out the bag of fish jerky and open it to her, so she like touch it with her hands. And say, Penelope, what is this voice? Not the right one.
It's your I'm talking to kids voice.
It is. Everyone gets sweet and bubbly.
Yeah.
Penelope, the weird Hyperman's gone. Your father sent us down here to find you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you want to go back to your dad?
So she kind of like sniffles and like wipes some of the tears off of her face. She's like, sometimes he could just be really mean, I just wanted to get away. I heard the music and it sounded really nice.
Yeah. Some things sound nice, but they aren't what you expect them to be. I think next time, maybe go somewhere you already know, if you need to get away.
Am I going to be in trouble?
Nettie kind of gets this not quite devious look, which is not if we play it right.
Okay. And she like takes one of like the jerkies that you were like offering her and like, starts eating it. Yeah.
Okay. And then Nettie's going to kind of lead her back to the group, making child small talk.
Mm-hmm. She like spots like Flamewalker and like scurries behind Nettie and, like is just clearly terrified of this thing.
That's racist.
You did try to hit them with fire.
I was going to say, Liam is just staring daggers at Flamewalker and is going to go, you walking back. And he's going to turn around, leading the group of kids.
You slithering back.
Well, if he listens to me, he can do whatever he wants.
He's also the mapper, so are you gonna?
Yeah, how do we get out?
How are we gonna get out, Flamewalker? What are you?
Liam, is that the right way to go?
Flamewalker is going to be following behind.
I know at least the direction we came from.
Do you?
Well, yeah, we fought in the thing. We went to the middle. We turned around and we can go back.
Are you sure about that?
He is eventually going to say, Walker, tell me where to go. And he's just going to wait for you to say something. And he's going to stand in between him and the children. I'm assuming they all don't like Flamewalker. Is he just not saying anything?
He's just like standing there, arms crossed, just like.
Nettie's gonna like walk up, kind of put a hand on his shoulder and say,
"Can you read?"
I don't know. Yeah, 8 feet tall. Yeah, you could redo that.
It would be tough.
Your head's 8 feet tall, so like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, if you're 5 foot, your arm should be able to reach
Fine,
close to that on tiptoe.
Last your elbow and says, Flamewalker, humans value their young a lot. And in attempting to attack them, you've hurt Liam's feelings. It's a human thing, not feelings. I know you have them, but...
They were trying to kill him.
Yes, but they're still children. And that is more important.
Once this conversation has started, Liam is going to start moving the children away from them because he knows it's going to be awkward. And also he's pissed, so they're gonna keep walking down the tunnel a little bit, not out of. We can still see his flame and everything going on.
Yeah. Flamewalker, I know there's a bit of a cultural shock, and you've only been around humans a little bit. It's just one of those things. And I think when you're done here, you can explain to Liam where you're coming from as a salamander. Maybe we could find something big to burn?
I'm not a pyromaniac. There's a reason.
I mean,
to
that
my burning.
doesn't make it not fun.
Well, that is true.
I want Liam to be able to hear this, but he probably took them far enough away that they can't hear this.
I suppose I will talk with him.
Also, truth be told, the sooner you lead us out of here, the sooner we are out of shit. So, that sounds much better, right?
Yes, yes. Buttering me up, I think, is what you humans call it.
I'm not really sure. I can't have dairy. But...
All right.
Okay, then.
Awkward conversation over? Question mark.
So yeah, Flamewalker, do you help him? You kind of lead the way out.
Yeah. He's kind of half pouting the whole way, but he's leading the way out.
And Nettie's pretty injured. So after I've noticed you were having the conversation, Liam's just going to go up and just rest his hand on you for a second and then turn and walk away, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, boy.
A little more.
Is he gonna fall down dead?
Yep. I heal for a D8 and I take it. So slash roll.
You pass out.
Oh, I'm nowhere close to passing.
Oh, so many more hit points.
Well, it was better than what you had before.
Amazing.
Mhm.
There you go. All right.
And he just kind of clasps you on your shoulder just enough where he can touch your neck, just because he has to touch your skin to do it. And he just keeps walking back to the kids.
That was the one place I didn't have poop. Actually, you washed your hands.
I was gonna say I wash my hands every time.
So yeah. So you know, Flamewalker kind of leads the way with his map making, mental map making skills, and leads you guys out, and you've kind of reached the. Are you taking all of the of metal as you reach the entrance?
Um,
I was gonna say Liam kind of looks at him and then keeps walking because he was gonna carry him out for him, but not now.
Nah, he just he has the one.
He has the big old one.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. So yeah, I guess we'll probably kind of call it. I guess for tonight.
Sure.
We can kind of bring Penelope back next week, and we'll kind of we'll deal with that.
And do we do an end of session thingy, or do we not do
Yes.
that now?
Yeah, I usually just like doing it at every end of session. Technically, it's supposed to be like whenever you we can say like you're not in danger now, like you're on your way to new Nama, but yeah, let me pull that up.
Sure.
Okay. So any of you, if any of your bonds that you feel is completely resolved, so that could be either completely explored or no longer relevant, changed in some way, shape, or form, then you can ask the player who that bond is with. And if they agree that it's changed or no longer in effect, then you mark an experience and you make a new bond with whoever you want.
Nope.
Or with the same person.
Nope. My bonds are still there.
Both my bonds solidified even more, and I would like to add a new one to Nettie.
Okay, that's fine.
Because we both interfered in that, and she took the brunt of it. I'd like to add Nettie is a brave soul. I have much to learn from them. Because she took the brunt of that when I was attempting to help the children.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Awesome.
Bunch of
I'll say mark an experience for that because you made a new bond. Like, why not?
Okay.
Cool. And okay, so now we'll look at your alignment. And if you fulfilled your alignment at least once in the session and you explain when you did it or how, then you mark an experience.
Nope.
That's an easy one for me. It is a definite yes.
What's your
pie?
Yeah. So did Nettie or Pie, did you go ahead?
Yes, he did.
You did as well?
Yeah, mine's endanger myself to combat an unnatural threat. And I think both of those are unnatural.
That's racist.
Well, one was a sewer radioactive alligator. So
Yeah, but you're implying the Flamewalker is an unnatural threat. That's
I
racist.
think she was referring to the Piper, but
maybe. Yeah, maybe the
okay.
magical.
I would think
Basically.
that, the magical flame or whatever is pretty unnatural, you know? Sorry, Flamewalker.
I mean, or
everybody's
is it?
racist.
Because the salamanders smell too.
Everybody's racist.
did you do anything to prove any different?
No, not really.
Yeah. So endanger yourself to protect someone weaker than you. All
Yeah.
the children.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
That was an easy one for me.
Yeah. And
That's a pain in the
then
ass to do. Spread a
You have to
dangerous new idea? What the fuck?
Kill the children? Question mark?
kill. But what if we kill the children?
It's a dangerous new idea.
I leave that
But-
in Venom's hand whether or not that counts.
no.
I
See, you should have befriended the children and then
And then
taught them not good things.
Oh.
I don't know what that would be. Maybe lighting houses on fire.
Burn everything
Don't-
to the ground.
don't you worry. There will be plenty of time to hit upon your alignment.
Hooray.
All right. And then we answer these 3 questions as a group. So, did we learn something new and important about the world?
There are magic people with music pipes.
This city has town has a problem with were rats. I can't talk anymore. Which actually leads to the question of, did we get them all?
Sure.
Did we save all the children?
Well, we're fairly certain we did that part, but we don't know if there's another were-rat or if it started with one of the children or started with the guy. I don't think it did,
Well,
but I'm
we've
not
got one
sure.
rat right here.
All right. So, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'll say
Oops.
that everyone marks an experience for that.
Liam levels up.
God damn it.
Awesome. We'll do that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 8. Right? It's 7 plus 1 per level.
Yeah, it's
And then-
your
then
current
we-
level plus 7. Yep.
Yep. So he gets more magic.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. So we'll do that once we go through the rest of the process. Do we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Yes.
Oh, the Piper. Yeah.
Yeah,
2.
I would say it's pretty notable. And the
Crocodile
monster, alligator. Yeah. So everyone marking experience for that.
No.
Cool.
And then the last question, did we loot a memorable treasure?
No.
No.
I would say no. Yeah. So no one marks an experience for that. But yeah.
But the children are our future, and that in itself is a treasure.
Oh my god, come off it.
Well, he's not that good of a paladin.
Yeah.
He was going to kill the hell out of that. I almost didn't ask the question. I really thought about it and was like, hey, he'd probably ask.
So real quick before we do the whole so is it Liam levels up, does anyone else level up?
No.
I need one more point.
One more, okay. So before we do the whole level up thing, what are you doing with the Piper guy? Is he
I'm
with
bringing
you?
Oh
him.
yeah.
Yeah, I kept him with me. I
Okay.
carried him out.
Okay, that's all I wanted to like shore up before. Okay. So level up. So you subtract your current level plus 7, so you subtract 8 from your experience.
Yep.
And then you increase your level by 1. And then you choose a new advanced move. So you get to pick a new advanced move for there, which I think we've already discussed like what we're doing there.
Yep. Let me get Roll20 back pulled up.
Yep.
I have to move my character sheet back to the regular one so I can add stuff to it.
Yep.
And so I will be adding, can't remember what it's called. There.
I believe it is Divine Favor.
Yep.
All right,
I just
cool.
need to find it on the list. Oh, not Divine Armor. Divine Favor.
Awesome.
Add Divine Favor. And I'll go ahead and read that. So dedicate yourself to a deity. Fortuna. Are you doing that? You gain Commune and cast a spell from clerics. You select this move. I'm treated as a level 1 cleric. And then every time I gain a level, I get a level in cleric as well. So I actually have to add 2 other things to it. Commune.
Yeah, you had Commune and Divine Favor, basically.
I have to commune and cast a spell with wisdom.
Yeah. And then
I'll finish out like picking my
yeah,
spell.
because you aren't able to commune yet, so you don't have any spells with you just yet.
Yes, I won't have them at the start
Right. So until like when we
rest.
resolve everything and we get a chance to rest, then you can commune and we'll do that. And then you also
raise and oh, sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I was just about to say you raise one of your stats by 1.
And so I'm gonna go wisdom to 13, which now gives me a +1 to my wisdom rolls, which I use for my spell.
There we go. And that's about sums it up.
Right.
We did it.
Is there anything on my character sheet that I changed, like, to show my level? I kind of looked and I didn't see anything.
Let me look.
Like I don't. Oh wait, found it.
Yeah,
Right
I
next
see
to
it.
my name.
Yeah, right next to the experience too.
Yep. I was doing that in my notebook, so
That's okay. All right,
so now I'm level 2.
awesome. There we go. We did the
So
Yeah.
thing.
we did do the thing. All right. So I think that's everything. That there's nothing else in the session we have to do, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be a little awkward this first time because this is the first time we're doing things. So, all right. In that case, then, we are going to go around, find out where we can find everybody and what the favorite part of tonight's session was, and then we will call it quits. So let's start with our GM, Venom.
Sure. So you can find me on Twitter and YouTube at Venomous Cat. So yeah, probably my favorite part was just seeing like I think having a new bond form was pretty cool. I think that was I think all the little character building stuff. That's always cool with me. So yeah.
All right, cool. And Pie.
Hi, I'm Pie. I'm at the Queen Pie. I think my favorite part was probably the little talk at the end between Flamewalker and Nettie. Although Flamewalker didn't say much, but
Flamewalker is a salamander of few words.
he's a 16-year-old who didn't get his way.
And he was also pouty.
Yeah.
Super angsty.
God, you never let me do anything I want to. She should have killed those children. God. God. His Flamewalker is now Napoleon Dynamite. Fuck.
That's great.
Can't back out.
Oh my god. Alright, and Undead.
So you can find me on Twitter at undeadbond4595. And my favorite part, the dual interfere with the attack of the children.
Fuck you guys.
Was
That was
great.
that was pretty awesome.
Once you started to say it, I'm like, okay, so I'm rolling defend, and then I was like, wait, interfere. It works perfectly with the bond I picked.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling human and Selkie.
Yeah, it was just great. And then the talk at the end was great. Like, I wanted to be a part of it because there was points I would laugh at Playwalker and maybe punch him.
Oh, thanks.
One of those times. But I was like, no, I gotta keep the kids away from that. And so I was just like, yeah. But it
Thanks.
was a thought that ran through my head.
Okay, and as for myself, you can find me on Twitter at arch_DND. You can also find me running the Lucky Die Podcast Twitter, which is at TLDpod. If you're not listening to Lucky Die Podcast, then what the hell are you doing?
Venom.
Venom.
I'm sorry.
It's on the list.
Travis, come on. Your fans need you for this last bit. Get back on your chair. I can't see you.
Come on, Travis.
Oh boy. Listen, the fans paid for the camera. They're going to get the camera.
Yeah.
As for my favorite part, yeah, I think it's probably the seeing how the characters are starting to create their bonds and actually be themselves, I guess. Because I didn't really come into this with a big plan on how Flamewalker was going to behave. I just kind of started role playing and was just like, yeah, that seems like something you would do. Yeah, and just kind of built on it. And I feel like that happens with any time I roleplay. I'll just make a character, and I'll have a general idea of what they're going to behave like, and then start playing, and then realize that I kind of like the character playing in a slightly different manner. But yeah. So, all that being said, I have one final thing I need to say, and then we're going to call it quits. For those of you watching on the Twitch, who I don't think there's anybody watching right now, and for those of you who might be watching the VOD or on YouTube, I now have a merchandise store. If you go to my Twitch channel here, so twitch.tv/arch_DND, if you go down to where the bio stuff is at the bottom, there is a little square tab thing that says visit my merch store. You can click on that and get my beautiful logo on a article of clothing or a mug or a poster. I think I might have got rid of the poster though because it was kind of stupid.
Yeah, no poster.
Yeah, the mug looks nice though.
Mugs are pretty cool.
I actually already ordered a t-shirt. The moment I uploaded the picture, I was like, all right, and bye. All right,
Getting me a mug and a shirt.
hell yeah. And that is pretty much it. So thank you to everybody for watching, and we will see you all next Monday.
Bye-bye.
No, keep waving, Venom. Yep. Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Undead, you too.
Doing it. You can't see it, but I'm doing it.
Damn it. All right.